Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your man, Uncle Freezy. What's happening? What's happening? I see y'all out here. 19 comment, NYC 84. What's good? What's good? Some dude named Uncle Freezy is in the building. What's happening? Yo, Elvis, what's good? G-Man for life. Let me throw this thing in here. Let me throw this thing in here, man. I've been working on some stuff. I've been working on diversifying the portfolio, so to speak. What's good, G-Man? What's good? Yeah, man. In case y'all can't tell, your man is using 2 platforms at once for the first time. On my square, what's good? What's good, Duke? What's happening? What's happening, man? It's good to see y'all, man. I got some stuff that I want to talk to y'all about. Of course, I always have stuff to talk about, right? Y'all know me. Eric Siriel, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Hey, I'm live right now, boss. You want to come and be on camera? Yeah. All right. Let me hide something real quick. All right. Hold on for just a second. Yeah, man. A lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff for me to talk about. So I brought up something last night, and hey, Anthony Alvarado was good. I see you, boss. I see you. It's a lot of stuff that I want to talk to y'all about, man. Last night I talked about, I started a conversation, and I kind of want to build on it, right? What Miss Mocha was like, yo, you better eat something. And so she brought me salad. It's a big salad. So, yeah, man. So let me shout out the people. Hadouken, what's good? Man, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. Hadouken Sharon is like top 5 people for me to talk to in Knicks universe. And that's saying something. You know what I'm saying? That's saying something for me because, you know, I've been like, yo, if you ain't bringing to the table, I'd rather for you just not say nothing. You know what I'm saying? But Duke be spitting that fire. I've been like, look at him. Yeah, that's my guy. Evil Raven 69 was good. Yo, I got CT backstage. CT about to jump in too. CT, what's good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. What's good?
How you doing, brother?
Doing well. Ready to continue this conversation.
Yeah, man. I have a couple of things that I wanted to speak to about the the reason why I think the Knicks have the ability to be a championship contender, right? And it starts in the requisite individual parts and not a pipe dream. You know what I'm saying? Because even though hope is encouraging, hope is not a strategy. You know what I'm saying? I hope we'll win the championship. That you can't win championships like that. You actually have to build towards something, right? And so what I wanted to speak to is how individual pieces on this team can individual pieces on this team on the actual roster, the actual players can help us move towards being a championship contender. Well, what do you think about that? Do you think we have the requisite pieces in place? And they don't have to be polished pieces, right? They don't have to start the season as the piece. But do you think we have a piece on the roster that can contribute to a championship contender if they get enough experience and time during the regular season to be ready for the playoffs?
Yep, absolutely. I think the big thing was the continuity.
Right.
we haven't really brought the same roster back for a very long time.
Right.
I think since ironically, the last time we were good with the J Kid, well, not J Kid because he didn't come back, but the JR, Mello, Amari core, Felton.
Right.
That was a core that sort of grew and got better each year. And I can see similarities with this, quite a few vets.
Right. Right.
Except this time we got the young dudes that have, could take us to that next level. We didn't have that young player core coming through in that night and a 54 win season. That's why we fell off a cliff when they all left.
Right. Right. And you know what? And so with the young guys, I think how they can help. Hey, Kev Guapo, what's good? Cully, Keys to the City. Hey, Cully, that's our dude right there. Cully is our guy, man. Hey, y'all, in case y'all, man, I love some Cully, yo. I love some Cully. Cully is my guy. That's like the bro right there, yo. I love me some Cully, man. Cully is that dude. Hey, shout out to Cully. Project Nerd HQ was in the building. Was good.
Shout out.
Was good. Hey, CT, listen, man. I shout out everybody, and sometimes it seems like I'm so distracted. This time I'm gonna try to stay on topic because I feel like this topic that we're on right now is very important to put in the atmosphere to Knicks fans. Because what you want to do is have the Knicks fans. Well, what I want to do is have the Knicks fans enjoy the ride from day one, and not being a oh snap, we better than I thought. You know what I'm saying? And I want Knicks fans to not be beaten down by the mainstream media, but see who we are early on and embrace it. And then that way, when these things happen, instead of saying, oh my God, I'm so thankful that we won, we can say, I told y'all that we were good and we're here to stay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear. And I think there's that quiet optimism from Knicks fans, especially after Summer League.
Right.
No one's really saying nothing, just waiting for things to play out. But I think most of the fans I've spoke to, are very, very optimistic, health permitting.
Right. And so I wanted to start by saying where is it? I had a thing last night. I'm gonna share it with everybody one more time, and I'm gonna highlight just this one thing on it, right? Yeah, people are like, man, you always trying to share the screen and show us stuff, man. This ain't 4th grade. Uncle Freezy, this ain't 4th grade. So you're gonna give us homework and all kind of nah, bro. That's not what I'm looking to do. What I'm actually looking to do is show you some stuff. And then that way, when we have the conversation, we can actually have proof. This is what we talked about, and then we can have a foundation to build a smart conversation about, right? Right. So today, what I wanted to talk about specifically, the two things I wanted to start talking about specifically is rising star and most improved player. Right? Rising star and most improved player. And excuse me, not saying that the rising star and most improved player is going to win us a championship, but I feel like it's going to contribute to us at least getting there. And the other things on this list, if we have them contribute as well, then I think we'll build our way towards being a championship contender. Right?
Right.
Let me first start by asking you guys, how y'all doing? CT, how you doing, man?
Doing really well. Glad to be with you, with the chat with you on the panel, talking these Knicks, and I'm excited for this season. I haven't felt this excited for a season in probably a decade.
Yeah.
Yep. Easy.
Yeah, man. G-Man, how you doing, man?
Hey, Splinters in your behind. Hey, Splinters in your behind. Splinters in your behind. Remix. Splinters in your behind. Hey, It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Like I always say, and this is not a phrase that I coined. Hey, thank everybody for tuning in. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us tonight. And that's what it's all about. And we're going to talk about these Knicks that we love.
Right. No doubt. Yeah, I'm well, man. For those that are helping me track this bodybuilding weight loss journey, man. So I'm down 5 pounds from this time last week, which is good.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Man,
For
that's
sure.
great. That's
sure.
crazy.
That's
For
it.
sure.
I stepped on the scale. I was like, what?
Getting ready
Bro.
for training camp.
Yeah, man. And so not to veer too far off. So I want to get down to a certain weight before I start running every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I want to run, man. I want to run. I want to get out and run, man. You know what I'm saying? So
that cardio is important.
Not
sure.
on the treadmill. Not on the treadmill. I'm talking about running, man. I'm talking about
no doubt.
And free. Wild and free. Right?
Beat the pavement.
Yep. So, but anyway, back to what we were talking about, and I do that something because people sometimes they want to know. They get used to seeing me and CT and G-Man for life, and they get used to their personalities, and sometimes they want to know a little bit more about the people that are talking Knicks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They want some, but anyway, what I want to talk about is rising star and improved player, right?
Right.
And I have a few candidates on my list. And I say a few, it's only 3. Right.
Okay. That's a few.
So yeah. And so what I wanted to do is speak to how they can take their improvement, their individual improvement into rising star status. You know, like going from a rotational piece with upside to a rising star on the NBA, the total NBA landscape. Like instead of being a guy that's just coming in getting rotational minutes with the Knicks to a person that other teams have to game plan for. Right. And you're going to need that in order to have a successful team.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. 100%.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to name my 3 and then in a brief overview. And then if you guys have a different list or want to contribute on that, then you can we'll give you the opportunity to speak to who it is that you have. But I'm gonna just name my 3, right, and do a brief overview, and then I'll get out of the way, and then y'all can, if you have some on your mind, and if you don't, it's okay, it's not a big deal. But the 3 guys that I have that I think can be most improved on the Knicks and can become rising stars are Obi Toppin, and Obi Toppin. Right? No, I'm just kidding. There. So it's Obi Toppin. It's Obi Toppin, Emmanuel Quickly, and Mitchell Robinson.
Okay.
Right. And so here's the thing with Mitchell Robinson, right? How Mitchell Robinson can improve as a player. His improvement is simple. Stay on the floor. Can we keep Mitchell Robinson healthy and out of foul trouble? For one.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? If we can keep him healthy and on the floor, his what he's shown in his minutes is he is a very productive, maybe top 15 center in the NBA when he gets minutes, right?
Right.
But a lot of times he's injured or playing through injury. Either he's hurt and out or playing through injury or he's in foul trouble. Right?
Facts.
Mitchell, that's thing number 1 with Mitchell Robinson. Stay on the floor. Right? All right. Here's thing number 2 with Mitchell Robinson. And I know I'm going through this kind of fast, but I don't want to dominate the conversation. Thing number 2 with Mitchell Robinson is keep your head up on offense. That's simple. Right? Because knowing the play is one thing, but having total offensive awareness is something different. Right? Because there were times, Hadouken, what's good?
What's good, dude?
Salute.
And so there were times when Mitchell Robinson could have screened guys, but the play said do such and such. So he would do such and such and stand there, right? Not knowing that after he did his part and felt like he was out of the play, he could have turned his body and screamed for somebody.
Right.
Like, go get somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like when G-Man say, hey, Uncle Freezy, it's such and such over the hill. Go take him out. Right? So I go take him out, right? My job is not done. I look for others that are similar to the dude that I was supposed to take out and take them out.
Facts.
And then make sure that area is safe.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So the one job that you gave me is not the one job that I should be doing. You know what I'm saying? So Mitch missed a lot of opportunities to screen, to get wide open dunks.
Yeah.
Last year, you could see him screen. The play call for Mitch to screen up top, right? And instead of rolling to the basket, nobody is underneath the basket. Instead of him rolling to the basket, he's standing there like, hey, if you pass it to me, I'll be here. I'll be the outlet guy. Nah,
Right.
bro. Nah, you're not the outlet guy. Roll to the basket, right? We want you, Dominic. What's good? So
what up, Knicks fam?
Hey, what's good?
What's good?
So what we want you to do is in a case where you did your part in the play, don't give up on the play. Keep yourself alive and active, Mitch, so that you can get these easy dump off baskets at the rim, or at the very least, be a threat to shoot from the free throw line if they have a place to dump it to you, and you can give it to somebody else. Stay alive. You know what I'm saying? Stay alert, stay alive, Mitchell Robinson. Right?
Exactly.
Right. The other thing too is when it comes to Mitch, and this will be the last thing for Mitch, right? The other thing for Mitch is we need Mitchell Robinson to close out defensive possessions. That means getting on the defensive boards. Mitch is an excellent offensive rebounder, right? Excellent offensive rebounder. But if we could get Mitchell Robinson into that 12 points, 10 rebounds area, it opens up a lot for the rest of the offense. For one, defense is not finished until the other team makes a basket or you get the defensive rebound. That's it. That's it. Because if they keep getting offensive rebounds, you have to play more defense.
Facts.
So we need to get Mitch on the defensive boards, right? Now with Obi Toppin, here's the thing with Obi.
Oh yes, that I like that dude, Obi Toppin.
Yeah, man. The thing with Obi is this: how Obi becomes most improved and becomes a rising star is this: be more aggressive, right? We want Obi to be more aggressive, offensively and defensively. Be more aggressive, because if you make an aggressive mistake, coaches are like, "Hey, you made a mistake right there," but he ain't taking you out the game,
right?
Because coaches like aggression, right? Coaches like aggression. Ethan, what's good? Be more aggressive, right? Nobody's going to be mad at Obi Toppin if he shoots 3 for 12 from the field. But if he shoots 3 for 12 and has 11 rebounds and 2 steals, maybe 2 blocks, nobody's going to be mad at that. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's one of those deals where it's like, be more aggressive, Obi, right? Because you played 11 minutes a game last year and you averaged 4 points and 2 rebounds in 11 minutes, Obi. You're 6'9", almost 6'10", Obi Toppin, and you average 2 rebounds in 11 minutes.
How much?
That's a shame. That's a shame to be 6'9", 6'10", and the most athletic dude on the roster at that time. At that time, he was.
Right.
Right now, you don't know with this kid Jericho Sims, with Mitchell, with all the All right. So, and I'm gonna move on to Emmanuel quickly, real quick, and then I'm gonna get out of the way. Emmanuel quickly. Every shot that's available on the Knicks roster doesn't have to belong to Emmanuel quickly. You don't have to shoot the ball every time there's a shot. The one thing about a team sport is the more you get your homeboys involved, the more the homeboys got your back. You know what I'm saying? Instead of throwing up the floater, throw that thing down to Mitch so that Mitch can at least try to dunk. I'm telling you, as somebody that has played with bigs, the more you get them involved on offense, the harder they play on defense. You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
Get these cats involved quickly. You know what I'm saying? And look here. And I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna say this to those that have played guard and played basketball before. Bro, if you try to get your big the ball and something bad happen, it's not say you turn it over by trying to throw a lob. Say I'm turning the corner and I try to throw a lob to Obi and I throw it too high and they go out of bounds. You know, Coach Sipper gonna be mad. Yo, the basketball. But you know what Obi gonna be saying? Obi gonna be saying, "Good look, dog. I'm gonna jump higher next time."
Yeah, you checking for me.
You looking for me. You trying to get me involved, right? And what that does is it balances the way teams attack on defense. So instead of slamming up on quickly, so quickly can throw up a floater, now they're stuck in space, in jeopardy. Like they're not at the ship and they're not on the island. They just in deep water. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you want people in jeopardy defensively. You want them in space. You know what I'm saying? To make a decision. So if Emmanuel quickly becomes a smarter shot taker and a smarter passer, I see quickly becoming. While I think Obi may have the highest upside of those three, I think quickly can become a star faster because his path is not blocked like Obi's is. So I'm gonna get out of the way and ask and let one of y'all speak to who y'all think can be most improved and a rising star on this roster.
I'm gonna go first and say I agree with you with Obi and Mitch, but where I'm different is I think McBride, me personally, I think has rising star potential slightly more than Quickly does, because I see Quickly as an elite scorer off the bench, and I'm looking at McBride and I can see a three-way player with ability to be an exceptional scorer, exceptional playmaker, and defender, and I think he has that over Quickly, and he. Athleticism as well. Some of those dunks where he just caught it baseline and went up and yammed it. I don't see Quickly being able to make that play. So I think McBride has. I'm very high on him. What do you guys think?
Okay, dude, what's your thoughts?
So we're talking about people that we think are gonna have breakout years and improve.
Well, rising stars and most
rising star
players.
potential,
potential rising stars and potentially the most improved.
Yeah, that's it. Like who do you think? Like, because I picked three. And basically what I
didn't get to hear. I had to do something. I didn't hear. The only one I heard was IQ.
Oh well. The premise is, in order for this team to win a championship, somebody or that's off the radar has to step up, improve, and get to the next level. Because most championship teams have 4 to 7 guys that are going to contribute heavily on a nightly basis.
Yeah, every night.
That's the conversation we started last year. Last night. That's the reason why I said the Knicks can be a championship contender if we have certain things happen for us. And then so tonight we're taking that same list and we're breaking down one part of it.
So right? CT, did you say Quickly?
He did not say
McBride.
He did not
say
McBride.
You said McBride?
Yeah.
I said McBride over Quickly, yeah.
Over Quickly?
In terms of, star potential, rising star potential.
See, I can't say that yet for the rookies because the rookies ain't even play yet. Even though, like, I wanted to draft McBride. I really like McBride, but still. Like, I think he could be more impactful than Quickly, but Quickly should still get more minutes than him. I want them to play together. I don't want one or the other to play more than the other. Like, I don't want one to take his spot. I'd rather him take a vet spot. So, I mean, I think McBride is a fine one. I don't know. I think Obi gotta I don't need Obi to become a star, but I need him to succeed in the role behind Randall, and I want him to be like a Batum, where you see how they play for the Clippers, and Batum is always on those corners and those wings hitting his shots, and then when he needs to, he gets in that lane because they kind of play small ball. And I hope we can play that sometimes. Because I like having Mitch on the floor, but in some occasions where you need a 3-point shot, you got to have Obi on the floor. And this is if Mitch doesn't shoot. I really think this is the year that Mitch shoots. I just have a really good feeling he starts taking those threes when they're open or those mid-ranges because I feel like, especially after having Tibbs in his locker room and in the practices, he definitely has a lot more say and confidence into it. So I definitely think this is the year for him to do that. And
I hope so, Hadouken. I hope so.
Yeah, Obi needs to be we don't need a lot of people to be stars. We just need them to be a star in their role, and we need Obi to be a star in his role. Like we can't ask him to be an all-star or anything like that because Randall is still here. So you can't. Nobody should hope for him to be an all-star somehow behind him. I think IQ. I mean, like he wants to. He said he's a point guard, and it kind of looked like Tibbs was trying to make him show his point guard skills. And if I'm being honest, his passing looked a lot more better, and he was getting some crisp passes. So I would say they're trying to test their waters with IQ and Obi right now, and see how impactful they really can be for that second team. And I think they did a good job showcasing it in the summer league. Even though IQ didn't shoot well, like it just matters about the plays he was making. And I think he was making very good plays when he wasn't like just shooting a few times.
Okay. Great takes. Great takes. Ethan, what's your thoughts?
So throughout the summer league, you guys know me. I was here before the draft for about a month. I was talking about Miles McBride from West Virginia. I wanted him. I said I was fine with taking him at 19, and then we ended up getting him at 36. I said he saved the draft because I was on here with Freezy and G-Man after the draft, and I went crazy about
yes, sir. I remember that.
And I was like, McBride saved the draft, but he doesn't have – he can be a really good player, but when it comes to star potential, I think that for next year, it'll probably be IQ because what Tibbs tried to do was that Tibbs loves his combo guards who he can depend on in certain minutes. In case Kemba and Rose gets hurt, he can rely on IQ for 25 minutes to play point guard if he needs to. So I think the summer league was just mostly about him showing out his point guard level just to practice on it before and just in case he needs it during the regular season. With Obi, I got mad at Obi last year because Obi, when he was off of a pick and roll, would just cut instead of timing out his cuts. Instead of like how Taj did, because Taj helped us a lot when it came to that. But he did a lot better with timing his cuts, and he looked a lot better defensively because he moved his hips better and he looked better laterally. But if there's one player who I say can help us a lot more next year, will probably be Mitch. Because with Mitch's defensive versatility, and if he even gets a little bit of a hook shot in his game, or God forbid he starts shooting or something, I think he can be the most impactful for next year.
Good take.
I like that. Cully, what's your thoughts, my brother?
Well, I don't even know what we're talking about. I'm sorry. You got to bring me up to speed.
Okay, so the topic right now, we're talking about who could potentially be most improved or be I forgot the second topic.
A rising star.
And rising star. Thanks, CT. That's why you're here. Keep me honest, brother.
Okay, well, gotcha. Well, rising star in the sense of our young rookies?
Well, these are the three Freezy threw out there. Freezy said...
No, rising star, period. Those are the three I threw out there. If you have your own, throw your own out there.
Now, this is out of the rookie class, the entire rookie class?
No, this is off the roster.
The whole roster.
The entire roster. Okay. Yeah, the entire roster.
For one, they got to get minutes. But, I mean, rising star, McBride definitely has the nod. I gave him the nod. Grimes Grimes can get the nod, too, if he gets the playing time. But Grimes definitely has, sky-high potential. He got good moves in his bag. He has a bag full of moves. He just has to catch up to NBA speed. McBride, he seems comfortable. I think he'll be a young dog in this league. I think he could be a rising star. And, of course, Sims has it. Sims got the athleticism. He's a
you know, he's a big body, big man. You know what I mean? Athletic, big dude, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what much I can say, but I think all three of them. I don't know. I can't really say which one specifically, but I will say like the one that I lean on the most is probably McBride. McBride,
okay.
I lean on him the most. Like he seems like real, he seems comfortable. But I mean, that's just summer league, That's just summer league. But
but I don't think McBride's gonna get enough minutes. He's like my son. I already declared him that, but I don't think he's gonna get.
He can get the fact that he defends so well.
Exactly.
I honestly think that I like the idea of. I don't know who brought it up, but I like the idea of in case a Kemba gets injured, you can plug McBride into the starting lineup instead of Rosen quickly, so you keep your second unit intact.
Right.
I like that idea.
You can. If Tibbs is open-minded like that, yeah, you can. I would love to throw him out there because he got that confidence in him, and that's sometimes with a lot of
shots.
What'd you say, CT?
He hits shots, like 43%.
And the thing with him is that ever since high school, he just knows what he's gonna do with basketball. It's not like he's not thinking about what he's doing. He just reacts as soon as he gets the ball in his hands. He doesn't.
Right.
He straight up. He knows whether to attack. He knows whether to shoot, or he knows whether to create off the dribble.
Right.
He played off the ball. He never played off the ball in West Virginia.
Yep.
Right.
And he
That's
played
the
that
scary thing.
He played this good off the ball, and we haven't even put the ball in his hands yet.
Ooh. I was looking
he has the ability to be as good off ball as good on ball.
Right.
And I'm gonna bring this up. It probably won't even do anything to it, but we signed MJ Walker to a last spot in training camp.
Yeah,
MJ Walker's he's a Florida State dude. Yep. Everybody knows when players that come from Florida State are highly defensively principled, and those are the type of dudes that Tibbs like. And this the guy can shoot. So I won't be surprised if he's on a G League team.
Yeah, I mean, I actually like that. So I don't know why. I really like that signing, MJ Walker. He was good. I think he deserves it. You know what I mean? And maybe
he's 6'5", but unlike Grimes, I can see him being a true wing because I can see him defending a three. I can see him defending a three really well.
I'm gonna be honest though.
Oh, go ahead, dog.
Real quick. I know people are like saying McBride like rookies. I'm like when I'm thinking of rising stars, like I'm not even putting rookies in there.
Right.
Because I feel like you can't really say anything about that unless you even see them play in general.
Right.
And in this case, they're not going to play that much.
That's the first thing I said. I don't know if they're going to play.
Right. And the question was specific, too. The question was like, what three guys on the roster you think can be most improved or rising star? And you can't be most improved if you never played.
Yeah. And if you're barely going to play. Yeah. Like rookies shouldn't be in that conversation, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it gotta be like whoever's in that 10-man rotation that we all know is going to be in there.
Yeah, because some of these dudes are going to get splinters. And well, I ain't going to go
there. Splinters in your behind. Hey, splinters in your behind.
That straight face from Eric Surreal. I'm good.
Yeah. Hey. So I was just going to mention real quick. I think we kind of cruised across the stardom thing. I believe that Obi can be the breakout player for this team.
Hold on.
Nah, G-Man, let me finish.
I ain't get to go yet, though. I'm just saying.
And you let me start. You let me start this thing, and then you're gonna cut me off.
Look, no, but see,
go ahead, G-Man.
I didn't know where you were going with that, right? But I would say the three players that you mentioned, I would agree with those three: Mitch, Obi, and IQ. With Mitch, I agree with your take. The only thing I would add is Mitch needs to get an offensive game. He needs to shoot the ball at some point. I'm gonna need for the coaching staff to give Mitch the nod and say, "Hey, listen, if you got that mid range, you feeling it, go ahead and do your thing, right?" Because if we can get that happening, then that opens up a whole new dimension and what that starting five is going to look like. I agree with the takes on IQ as well. He needs to be. I think there's no doubt in a pinch if we absolutely have to have him do it because he did it last year. Play at the point, he can do it. But I see Obi more as the two guard rather than the point.
As the two guard.
Obi.
Oh, not Obi. IQ. My bad.
You're thinking about Obi a little too much.
I am. Look. Oh, so that's a Jedi mind trick. Somebody using the Jedi mind trick. Obi-Wan is using the Jedi mind trick on me right now.
Splinters in your behind.
But I think IQ. I see him more as a 2 than at the point. I think we got enough depth at the point to not have to worry about him having to play point unless something dramatically happens, and I'm hoping that does not take place. But definitely, if he's at the point, court vision is going to be important, and being able to be a distributor of the basketball more so than coming down and jacking up a 3 from the logo as soon as you cross half court. That's not what I'm looking for from him.
Did you like his? Do you think his passing improved from what you saw in the summer league?
Yeah, absolutely. From last year to this year, yes, it absolutely did.
The thing with IQ is like I'm not gonna take Summer League too seriously when it comes to his passing because I'm gonna take more. I'm gonna take his.
Away from.
I'm gonna take You can take away little things, but like there was a little part of the game plan that didn't go into fruition with IQ because like he would have dudes on the court who didn't know what the hell they were doing, like Amir Sims.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna just say this: I'll take his preseason tape more importantly than his summer league tape. Same thing with McBride and same thing with Obi.
That's fair.
Because Obi really gets me mad about this one thing. And he better stop doing it when it comes to the next season. He is 6'9", and he could fly higher than anybody else in the gym most times, and he finishes soft.
Yeah,
he can't finish through contact. Like I don't know if he ever understands that if he just jumps, he can get to the basket.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Why you don't try to dunk on somebody with that athleticism? Word.
Right.
I'm with you.
The thing is, it's not like he has horrible body control, where it's like he could hurt himself. He has good enough body control where he won't hurt himself doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was going to say this to what Hadouken said because it's the same thing with what Ethan was saying too. Like Duke said that IQ is a much improved passer, or alluded to it, right? And I saw that with my own eyes, much improved. But the anticipation and court vision is improved also, and it's like when you have a good quarterback and receivers running bad routes, like how Eli Manning used to be back in the day, where the line won't block and the receivers are running terrible routes, and you wonder why Eli Manning getting sacked. You know what I'm saying? The quarterback is good. You know, so like I saw where quickly could throw a good pass.
Mm-hmm.
Personnel not in the right places. So the summer league thing, I kind of agree with. I actually agree with it a lot with like what Ethan said. And I'm sorry about getting excited and talking over people, but when Ethan brought that up, it was like he took what Duke said and in a vacuum and applied it to what I saw, and it was just like the light bulb just went off. Like this is summer league was exciting in a way. His assist totals were high, but sometimes he quickly wants to throw a pass, and these dudes ain't even in the right spot. Right. Because being in the NBA is just not about athleticism. It's about knowing the game, knowing where to be at, and getting there on time. So you know what I'm saying?
About getting the splinters so you can get humbled.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I agree with Ethan and Duke right there. That point right there is one that we need to make sure we stash in our memory banks. Don't think that some of them things that IQ look bad on is all IQ's fault. Remember, he was not playing with all NBA players. Some of these dudes are young dudes trying to find their way.
Right.
Let me add on to that a little bit. At first, when it came to the Grimes pick, I didn't like it, but I'm starting to see why Tibbs made the pick or Leon made the pick. When it comes to McBride and Grimes, they have the defensive principles that Tibbs taught all of last year already. So he won't have to go back. He won't have to go backward with that. He can just add them in so they're a bit more plug and play. And IQ and Obi were so composed on the court together that they knew where things are going on. IQ knew the play that was going to happen. It's just that Reed Travis wouldn't come and set a high screen and roll.
Right.
Or that Amir Sims didn't know the shot clock when Obi would kick it out to the corner. It's just the little stuff. So I won't take it too seriously, but I was really impressed with how composed they were.
Right.
I'm with you.
Right. So G-Man, you can contribute that to playoffs too now.
Yeah, absolutely. That's when it started. That's absolutely when it started. When he started to get that fire and that burn, and it continued during the summer, and he was able to showcase it, albeit it being summer league, he was able to showcase that talent or the come up.
Makes me
go ahead, Cully.
No, not to cut you off, G-Man, my bad. No, it makes me think, like, it makes me wonder. There was a lot of times during the season where he'll be in the post and he would call for the ball. And it just makes me wonder, because he got looked off a lot of times. So it makes me wonder, like, if he got the ball, would he have done the same thing earlier or sooner? Would he have started to, like, I'm not going to say break out, but would he have started to showcase a little sooner? Had he gotten those touches? It just makes me wonder.
I don't think so, simply because every time Obi had the ball and after every play, he was looking at the bench to make sure Tibbs wasn't taking him out.
Well, yeah, that was early in the season, but I mean
early in the season, yeah. But later on in the season,
mid-season later, yeah.
Yeah, I think he started to find his footing, and he was a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, he was a little bit more comfortable on the floor. So, I mean, that's an interesting question. I mean, we can look at it a couple different ways. I have to believe that what he went through last season into the playoffs gave him that drive and determination to figure out what he actually needed to work on, because he's definitely shown some improvement going. And I got high hopes for him going into in this upcoming season for sure. But my third guy that we're talking about, and people are gonna be shocked and amazed. Somebody gonna fall out their chair when I say this. Guess what?
Jericho.
It's not Obi Toppin. How about that? it's not Obi Toppin. So
I can make a guess.
The guy that I want to talk about real quick right now is going to be one Mr. O Canada, Mr. RJ Barrett, right? So,
are you ready?
RJ for me, he is in the first of all, he has the proper, in my mind, he has the proper supporting cast for him to be able to get out there and do his business, right? He can concentrate legit on what his role is and what he needs to do to improve to take that next step. So we always talk about that next step. Julius took it last year. We didn't see Julius being the player that he was, but I would like to see the same thing from RJ Barrett this year. He would be, if I had to rank him, he would be my number one for rising star potential. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? He has the most opportunity and the most upside for me to fill that void. That's and again, I know y'all falling out your chair right now because I didn't talk about Obi Toppin, but I'm gonna keep it a buck with you tonight, right? RJ is that guy that I'm looking for. I got the magnifying glass on him. I need to see what he's gonna do if he's taking that next step.
Yeah, I think RJ gonna be solid, man. I think he's gonna be solid. I was looking at another channel. I always see a channel somewhere, but I was looking at another channel. Somebody said his average maybe 21, like between 17 and 21. But they had a point. Like, it's the same thing I've been saying. I'm like, yo, he got teammates that, everybody is probably gonna like at best, everybody is probably gonna be sharing the ball. So I think all the teammates might get the same touches, and they might
I did say that. I'm not gonna lie. I did say that.
Okay, buddy.
I said that, and I'm gonna stand by that. The only thing I'm saying is this:
I still can't believe you said that Grimes is in RJ's path.
I can
over Alec Burks. Like, are we being serious right now?
Listen. We don't know what these youngins are capable of doing. Number one.
Yes, we do know.
No, we don't. We think we do. We think we do.
We don't know. We don't know.
We think we know. We think we have an idea based on what we saw him play in college. We talk about NBA, right? And what I'm telling you right now is anything is possible. Nobody saw Julius Randle playing Julius Randle type basketball that he played this year. Now, if you tell me you did, I'm gonna tell you you're lying to your face.
You got like a echo.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, thank you. But all I'm saying is this: I'm saying that the vets can't be comfortable this year because these rookies that we got on the roster are legit coming for your spot. They want playing time. So
they got nothing to do with RJ.
Yes, it does. RJ's on the team, right? Does RJ play for the New York Knicks?
Matter.
Does he play for the Knicks?
RJ's a starter. I think you gotta be worried about getting those situational minutes first before you carry away yourself and think about the starting spot.
I'm not saying that Grimes is going to come in the gym and take RJ's starting spot. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the starters can't be too comfortable in their positions right now. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, boy, Obi shouldn't be too comfortable.
He's on the roster. No, but Obi don't have to worry because who's playing behind Obi?
I'll bring this one thing up.
Taj is gonna play
Tibbs
over
love
Obi.
playing Taj at the power forward.
I don't know why you're laughing. He played over him last
hold on,
year.
D-Man. I'm being so serious about this. Tibbs love playing Taj at the power forward, and we got Jericho Sims who can play center now. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't see right now for Taj Gibson for me is not playing at the 5 this year. If Mitch is healthy and we have a Nerlens Noel, I don't see Taj getting a whole lot of burn at the 5, honestly.
Yeah, so he might just get some at the 4.
Yeah, I agree.
By the way, there's 73 people watching and 29 likes. I think a lot of people forgot to hit that button. So if you haven't hit it yet,
Oh
make
yeah,
sure
come
you
on,
hit
man.
it.
Y'all
And
was
then
showing love.
subscribe too while you're at it. Hit that notification bell too. And turn on.
Beat that like button up. Beat it up. Beat it up.
Y'all was showing a lot of love the other day, man. What's up, man? What's going on? 73 tuned in. What's up, man? What's going on?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what it is. You know what's going on right now, Cully? They got splinters in your behind. Hey, splinters in your
So you're
behind.
gonna make people unlike.
Yeah, man. So when it comes to this rising star or most improved player thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you look at certain guys have to be in that, and some guys have to be in that improvement conversation, because if they not, like give you an example, if Obi Toppin is not in this improvement conversation, Knicks fans are going to start looking at him like his name is Frank Ntilikina, and looking at him like his name is Kevin Knox, and the same thing for IQ. If IQ takes a step backwards, Knicks fans, we like to eat our young, and I'm not trying to start a negative conversation, but we've already been down this road of players not improving from year 1 to year 2,
right?
And it's not a pleasant trip to be on,
right?
So what we would hope as Knicks fans is that IQ and Obi do make the jump forward, do make that leap forward. That's what we want, because we don't want to see stagnation in development, especially since this group of rookies, unlike the prior group of rookies, have a development staff and playoff experience. The prior groups of rookies didn't have a development staff nor playoff experience that they could draw on to help them improve their games. So what you want from Obi Toppin, if Obi Toppin don't double his output, if Obi Toppin is not 8-4 this year, if Obi Toppin is 5 points and 2.5 rebounds at the end of the season,
there's gonna be a problem.
We're gonna have a serious conversation about what is Obi, especially at 24 years old, right? And then if Quickly doesn't improve off his 11 points and his terrible shooting from the floor, Quickly shot 39% from the floor, 38% from 3. Quickly, if you're a volume shooter, you got to get that number up to like 43%. 43% is acceptable.
I agree.
For anything under 43% from a volume shooter, you're like, what's going on here? We don't want you to shoot no more. And if we don't want you to shoot no more, what else can Emmanuel Quickly do that should keep him on a roster?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, facts.
So it's a tough conversation to have, and it sounds like I'm being a hater right now. I'm not, but what I'm saying is our expectation should be for Obi Toppin and Emmanuel Quickly to be in the conversation of
most improved,
the team.
Rising star at least.
Yeah, this team most improved player. You want them in that conversation, especially from year 1 to year 2, with everything positive at their disposal. They had coach of the year. They got a development staff. Mm-hmm. They got solid veterans in front of them, right? Yep. They got decent playing time. You know what I'm saying? And what's the other thing? They made the playoffs and development. Yeah. So they had all these things working in their favor. So you want them to at least, take a step forward.
And think about this: if the sooner someone pop, the less we have to give up in a superstar trade,
right?
If that comes up,
right?
Yeah,
right.
All great points. I agree with everything you just said. I think it's going to be predicated on the amount of playing time. What the rotation that Tibbs goes into this year is going to have a lot to say about how these guys are able to showcase their development on the court. Just saying. I'm just saying.
And kudos to this development staff. I've never felt this good about the coaching we have, because we got the right players that coaches that can make the players better.
One thing that kind of stands out to me as well is the fact that when you look at Summer League, and again, I don't put a whole lot of stock in Summer League. It was good to see, but one thing that was very impactful to me was the fact that Tibbs took the time out to chat up IQ and Obi and let him know what his expectations were during Summer League. So in my mind, I hope that translates into preseason or training camp when they get into training camp. You know what I'm saying? Give them a little bit more responsibility and see how they develop. Knowing that they don't really have to, it's not like they're saying that IQ, I'm going to put you in ahead of Kimba, or Obi, we're going to put you in and let you start over Julius Randle. We're not that crazy, right? But just the fact that they get that experience and he's invested in them. And I guess that's the most positive thing that I'm looking for moving forward in this upcoming season.
And you can see the players they targeted were hard workers. It fits in with the mold of the last year's rookie. Quentin Grimes, battled it out, went to Kansas, faced adversity, refined his game, stuck with it.
Yep.
And Miles McBride, came from a similar coach.
Yeah, similar mindset for sure.
They've got a clear strategy. Like we never had this sort of vision before. We were just picking players anywhere.
Yeah, I agree. This seems to be a little bit more structured for me this year, and that's why I feel much better about this upcoming season for sure.
Yo, what happened to Cully? Cully disappeared?
He just dropped off.
Cully.
He'll be back.
Yeah,
he should be back.
I got him in the back room, but he's just showing that he's disconnected. You know what I'm
So,
saying?
Freezy, when you say most improved, do you mean most improved on the Knicks, or a player that can win most improved the award?
No. I mean most improved on the Knicks roster.
Mm.
Right? Yeah, because if think about this, if this player is in the most improved NBA conversation, he's definitely most improved on the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm talking about the most improved player on the Knicks that can contribute every night and finds a role in a niche and excels at it.
Right.
Like say for instance, Obi Toppin becomes the energy rebounder off the bench. Right. Say Obi Toppin is the energy rebounder 3-point shooter, and he averaged 12 points and 7 rebounds. Right.
Mm-hmm.
That would be an amazing jump from 4 points and 2 rebounds.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I'm talking about on the same efficiencies, on the same number, basically the same number of shots. You might want his shot attempts to go up, but that's based on Obi Toppin making himself available to take shots. You know what I'm saying?
I think that goes back to that aggressiveness you was talking about earlier too.
Yes, because you don't have to. This is the thing. This is the same cup of ice cream I had for like 2 weeks, bro. the ones you say, what do you eat in the air?
Yes.
This is the same. It's the same one, bro. It's
out of control.
It's called Rebel. It's got 5 net grams of carbs in it. But anyway,
out of control.
And so if Obi does something like this, so and I'm harking this back to what my coach told me in high school. I was like, Coach, man, they hogging the ball, man. I ain't getting no shots. He was like, play harder. You'll find shots if you play harder.
That's
and I was like, what? I was like, what kind of strategy? You ain't gonna draw up no play. You ain't gonna like Coach used to run this play called Foxtrot for this guy that could on our team that could shoot, a dude named Jason. He could shoot. He called Foxtrot because his pops and moms used to go. This is the coach. The coach's pops and moms used to go out dancing on Saturday night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they worked all week in the factory, and on Friday nights they used to go out and dance. Well, the dance that they like to do back then was the Foxtrot, right?
Gotcha.
And so he says, and he used to tell me Foxtrot reminds me of freedom, and I was like, freedom? What do you mean, Coach? You sound crazy. It was an old Italian dude, right? So he was like, yo, Foxtrot reminds me of freedom. I was like, because your mom and pop used to do the Foxtrot. He was like, nah, because they used to leave us in a house by ourselves.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
Okay, now I got you. So I was like, Coach, why don't you run and play for me? And he was like, yo, play harder. Obi, and this is my message to Obi Toppin. Obi, don't be mad at your shot just because Quickly can shoot at will, bro. Quickly gets a play call for him called Foxtrot, right?
Right.
For you, Obi, play harder. When Quickly misses, and he will, because Quickly misses 61% of his shots.
Yeah. Facts.
61% of his shots is a Quickly miss. If you get 10% of those and get putbacks, your average skyrockets. Thank you, boss lady. These are beautiful.
Oh, we know.
Hey, on a real quick, while Freezy taking a brief intermission to talk to Miss Mocha and get his air ice cream and get that going on.
And it tastes like
air. Look, I'm gonna say air. How about that? I'm gonna say air. But on a real, for you guys that's out there on the Eastern Seaboard, I know that storm is coming up. I hope everybody is safe, doing what you need to do to protect yourself and your family. Yeah, that's serious, right? So we deal with hurricanes down here all the time. It's a fact of life if you live in Florida.
Known for hurricanes.
Yeah. I mean, the houses are built for it here, and so is the landscape, and I got a backup generator and all that. So I'm good. But for those of you that are out there, make sure your family, your loved ones, and everybody staying safe during this time that the storm is incoming.
Yes, sir.
Get
them likes up too if you haven't liked, because we got 79 people. Shout out to the 79 that's watching, and the people that are going to watch. So
later on. And you know what? I'm all about the likes, but more importantly, I'm gonna need for you to go ahead, if you have not done so already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can get this content every time that Freezy goes live. Hit that notification bell so that you get that alert on your phone to let you know Freezy might pop up when he comes up from from eating that air ice cream. He might just want to pop on and chop it up with you for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So please subscribe to the channel. And to Hadouken's point, yes, absolutely. There is no reason why we can't make the likes equal the amount of people that we have in the building.
Yeah, let's look at the likes up.
Gregory Castillo.
Yeah, I saw Gregory.
Boy, I love my man Gregory Castillo. He is the Robin to my Batman for sure. He says, G-Man would be in the dark yelling, "Don't talk to me about trading Obi." You right, with a flashlight up under my chin, like the scary movie. Don't talk to me about trading Obi Toppin. I ain't trying to hear that. For sure. He 100% about that. That's 100 for sure. Warren Franklin.
Your small sense. What?
I think he forgot home row keys because let me see if I can decipher this.
It sounds like he missent the message to a. Yeah, he.
Yeah.
It looked like it was supposed to be on a text message.
On them dating apps
to the lady.
Yeah.
CWC. It's okay. We'll pretend like that didn't happen.
Yeah, look, we'll pretend we're gonna unsee that. We're gonna unsee that right now.
Okay. I don't know nothing.
Oh my good boy! Look,
CWC, my bad, guys. LOL.
That's wild. Oh my god.
Okay, so
Evergreen said that he said Obi Toppin is the most imposed player next season. I think he meant important.
He meant the most improved.
Facts. Pacquiao do fight next, but yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna tell you right now. I truly believe that if Obi can build upon, and again, we're talking summer league here. Well, I'm going to go back to the playoffs. I saw him take steps in playoffs that gave me hope as far as his progression, and I believed in my heart of hearts also that it was going to take him a year to get to where he needed to be to be productive. So I mean, let's just hope that he can build upon whatever happened in summer league. Tibbs was talking to him about leadership and being that guy. So let's see what happens.
That's funny.
He said, "I did everything y'all asked. Subscribe. What y'all want me to do next? Get a vaccine."
What you mean?
Okay.
What you mean, Wealthy?
Y'all on one tonight, boy. The chat is on one tonight for sure. Good grief.
Nah, he probably talking about like and subscribe. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Mitchell Robinson is the most.
Yeah, yo, Machiavelli. Yeah, that would be dope. And bring me with you to the game.
Really? Yeah, especially if you got good seats.
Right. Save me a ticket. We'll both go. We'll both record it. Word.
He said, yeah, I see that. I do. Javon Green said Mitchell Robinson is the most improved Knicks player next year. Let's hope so. Yeah,
if he's here,
I
mean, I still think they're going after Turner.
Yeah, yeah.
Giggle. Who's he talking to? All right. So what duo are you excited for next season?
Wait, what?
What duo
from the Knicks?
Yeah.
It's got to be Randall or RJ. It's either Randall or RJ. It's either Fournier and Kemba.
I'm Kemba and Fournier.
It's either Rose and Quickly, or that's about it. Or Obi and Alec Burks. I don't know.
I'm about the. I want to see the Kemba and Fournier duo and how that impacts Mitch's game. Number one. Right. And then what that frees Randall up to do, so he can get out, get in his bag, and then also allow RJ the freedom to do what he needs to do to step, take that next step in his development as well. But that backcourt,
right?
That's what I'm most excited about.
I think it'll be a domino effect.
Rose and Quickly. Mine, nobody's gonna say
Rose and Obi.
RJ and Mitch. I was thinking RJ and Mitch too. I ain't gonna front.
Oh, that was the one I was gonna say.
RJ and Mitch.
I was gonna say that. That's so weird that he knew. That's weird. Look, but I was gonna say RJ.
I was thinking that too, though. That one.
They've been watching you for a while.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. If we do, and I think we will, have two or one or two guys that step up and is it that most improved Nick category.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we get a reasonable portion of the other things that we talked about last night, the Knicks will, at the very minimum, be a top 2 seed in the East. But the road in the playoffs will be treacherous.
Yeah,
right. Okay. So, but the road because what we fail to realize is the Brooklyn Nets ain't worried about making the playoffs. They know they already in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Milwaukee Bucks ain't worried about making the playoffs. They know they're going to make the playoffs.
Right.
The Knicks, on the other hand, are confident that we're going to make the playoffs, but have that nervous trepidation like, I hope we don't backslide. And for anybody here on this panel or in the chat that is saying that they're not nervous about this franchise taking a back step if things go wrong, they lying.
I can easily name us some teams that could be better than us next year.
I'll tell you the truth. I am.
Right. And so what I'm getting at is this. If Quickly and Obi, and I know this won't happen. I'm not saying it will. I'm just throwing this out there. Say Obi averages 16 and 7 next year, and Quickly averages 17 and 4 off the bench in a Lou Williams type role. Right? Just say it happens now. I'm not saying that it will. to go with what you traditionally get from your starting five, and Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, Evan Fournier, Mitchell Robinson, and Kemba Walker, and then you get your reasonable sprinkling of Derrick Rose. Because Derrick Rose ain't here for the regular season.
Right.
Derrick Rose is here for the playoffs.
Yeah.
He ain't here for the regular season.
Veterans.
Right. He ain't here for the regular season. He already been through 12 or 13 regular seasons. He don't care about regular season stuff no more. Derrick Rose wants to win a chip.
Bam.
That's why he's here. Right. So if you get that, and then all of a sudden you get anything from your rookies. Anything from your rookies. I'm talking about Miles McBride is 8 points and 4 assists, but lockdown defense. Quentin Grimes is 10 points, 10, 2, and 2, right? And bro, if we get any of that, there is no way that this Knicks team can't be the number 1 seed in the East if everybody stays healthy.
But the thing is, Freezy, there's not enough minutes to go around.
Hey, Ethan, let me. I'm getting ready to get to that. I'm getting to that. So what we don't want to do is like pin our hopes on a hope or a dream, like what G-Man says.
Hope is not a strategy.
Hope is not a strategy.
Facts.
Right? So what you want? So what you basically want is for when guys to get on the floor, they are productive, right? Because even though it's about minutes, it's not necessarily about minutes per se. It's about productivity in those minutes. Like Obi Toppin played 11 minutes a game last year and only scored 4 points and got 2 rebounds.
Right.
To me, that's unproductive. You know what I'm saying? I would rather have seen it vice versa. I would rather seen him with 2 points and 4 rebounds. That means Obi was out there hustling. You know what I'm saying? So when guys are like, yo, I need to play 25 minutes so I can score my 15. No, you don't. You need to
play harder.
Efficient. Yeah, you need to be efficient out there on the floor.
Yeah.
So I get it. I get what y'all are saying, but what I'm saying is this: if we get guys to be productive in the allotted amount of time that they out there, I give you an example. Frank played in that playoff game against Trae Young, right? Mm-hmm. Where Tibbs pulled him off the bench ice cold, and his job was to stop Trae Young, right? How long did that play? Like 9 seconds, right?
If that.
It's about 9 seconds, right? That's what he's supposed to pick Trae Young up, take time off the clock, and make him miss a shot. We look at that one way, but if Frank had made Trae Young miss right there, would those 9 seconds have been productive?
Yes, absolutely.
Cully, you feel me, Cully? You see what I'm talking about, right? In those 9 seconds, if Trae Young misses that shot, the Knicks are up 2-0, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't say this just because one shot will change the next game too. Like it just changes the dynamic.
Well, you could add that with a couple other things like the fouls, the silly fouls they called on RJ, and silly things like that.
Bro, that foul they called on RJ wouldn't happen this year. That's all.
But I think the premise to what Freeze is talking about is when you're talking about Frank and that scope of time and the 9 seconds. If the outcome had been different, would we have viewed those 9 seconds different as far as from a production level?
If Frank locked him down, we'd have said, "Oh, Frank is a stopper."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But since Trae Young made the shot, we like, yo, he brought him off those seconds were unproductive.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Not that every player needs to play 30 minutes to score 20 points. Is do you take advantage of the opponent's miscomings during your time on the floor? Are you disruptive defensively on your while you're on the floor? Do you Obi Toppin, do you shoot 35% from 3 as opposed to whatever he shot 30% from 3 or something?
Right. Facts.
That's what I'm talking about. Obi Toppin, do you shoot 40% from 3? Because Obi got wide open looks last year and airballed a bunch of shots and ripped a bunch of shots.
Yep.
And he was wide open. And I'm not knocking Obi Toppin, but what I'm saying is if he hits those wide open shots at a higher clip, do you now double team RJ Barrett when Julius Randle is off the floor?
Good point. Good point. I mean, production. I think to your point, when we're talking about production from when guys are on the floor, when you're out there, people are going to have to start game planning for you. Now, if Cully is a sixth man off the bench, and he's coming on the court and giving us the business, then the second half, I'm gonna have to make an adjustment, or I'm gonna lose the game. Right? You're gonna have to adjust based on that productivity. So, I mean, production is a big deal, and you don't have to play a whole bunch of minutes. You can get 10 minutes a game, but if those are a productive 10 minutes, you have impacted that potentially impacted the outcome of the game at the end of the day.
Right. All right.
So,
I'm with you, G man, on that. I'm with you.
I agree. I mean, I agree 100%.
But
here we go. Here goes my Robin again. Gregory Costello says Cully ain't passed to no one.
Wait, why he say that?
He said Cully gonna be a ball hog.
but let me pass the rock to Ethan so he can build on what he was saying though.
No doubt.
Ethan, you were saying, so you mentioned the minutes thing. How do you think that the minutes will impact not just the starters, but the guys that are looking to improve from year one to year two?
So I think Tibbs is going to be really elusive with his guard lineup, especially. He won't care about Rose's minutes, Walker's minutes, and IQ's minutes in the aspect that whoever has it going, he'll play them.
Right.
Because he did that last year. Same thing with Burks and RJ and Fournier. Whichever one of them has it going will be on the floor during the fourth quarter. Because he even benched RJ in some situations of the fourth.
Yeah, he sure
because
did.
Burks and Bullock had it going.
Right. He sure
But if to be a top suit, I honestly don't even think we could be a top 3 seed. But that's just me. I don't think that. But when it comes to Obi, I don't think he's going to get more than maybe 15 minutes a night unless he does something crazy. Unless he's unless he took some sort of pill and now he's able to move like a small forward and he's able to play the 3, then moving laterally, I don't think he'll be able to get on the floor with Randall at the same times.
Right.
Because, I just don't think he'll be able to get on the floor with Randall during certain times unless it's like another Hawk series where it's like we can't put the ball in the basket and then Tibbs is just going down every resort just to put the ball in the basket. But I honestly think that the highest ceiling for us would be a 4 seed. But like there are a lot of teams out there who could be gunning that 4 seed.
So
headhunting the Knicks, yo. Go ahead, Freezy.
Ethan is my guy, but I'm gonna shoot this down real quick because what happens is this, and this is no knock on what Ethan is saying because we all think based off what we've seen traditionally. Like we've seen things in the past and we think like everything should apply based on what we've seen in the past. But I'm here to tell you, the Phoenix Suns got lucky making it to the NBA Finals. Right?
Agree.
They got lucky.
Preach. Facts.
Making it to the finals, bro.
Yep.
And round one, they played the Lakers with a hurt LeBron and AD.
Yep.
Right? And round 2, they played a hurt Denver Nuggets with Jamal Murray gone. Right?
They ain't got it.
And round 3, they played the Clippers without Kawhi Leonard.
With all due respect, if they had Kawhi, it would have been a 4-1.
Can't lie.
Clippers would have won 4-1.
Yeah,
and nobody could say anything about that.
Devin Booker would get locked. Go ahead.
He still got locked.
Right, but
he did.
But here's my thing too, though. All right, who did they play in the finals?
Bucks.
The Milwaukee Bucks, right?
Yeah.
Right. They played the Bucks, right? Kevin Durant hit a 2-point shot with his toe on the line. If he was 2 inches back, he hits that 3, and the Nets take the lead. I'm sorry, and it's a tie game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that would have been the game.
No, the Nets take the lead, and they go into.
Yeah.
They go to the finals.
Yeah, and so what I'm saying is this: in that same postseason, right? In that same postseason, the same playoffs we're talking about, Giannis Antetokounmpo goes down with a knee injury, right? Y'all remember that? Remember the sprained knee?
Yep.
Right.
Hyperextended.
Right. So hyperextensions are a lesser form, and I ain't trying to be Dr. Phil or House or no TV doctor, but that could have easily been a more severe knee injury. The Bucks were lucky that it wasn't a more severe knee injury, right?
Yep.
So we're saying that teams get luck, but the Knicks are not able to get luck. You know, these teams are lucky. Joel Embiid got hurt in the playoffs.
It
right?
didn't even matter about us for luck though. Like even if we did have luck, we would have still lost versus the Hawks.
No, but I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about that luck then. I'm talking about luck going forward. I'm not because we can't rewrite history. We can't no matter how we can't rewrite history. What I'm saying is what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Raindrops fall on everybody eventually. You know what I'm saying? And to say that the Knicks can't get their portion of excellent front office moves, excellent coaching, some form of luck, some form of health, a rising star stepping forward on your team. You know what I'm saying? A player that came from off the radar to be a good player. Because we saw it. We saw this happen with the Clippers. We saw it happen with Terrence Mann. Yep. Terrence Mann showed up out of nowhere and put up a 30-point game. And he came from off the radar to being on the radar in a threat.
Yes,
and what happens to Philly if that bumble on the rim that drops for Toronto doesn't drop? You know, what happens to Philly then?
It still went OT. It would have still went to OT.
Yeah. I mean, we get it, but the bumble didn't rim out. It went in, and we still talk about the Toronto Raptors were the NBA champs during that season.
Yep, they did win the championship.
Kawhi handled everyone there.
That did happen.
But what I'm saying is this: I'm not willing to discount the Knicks before the first game of the season. What I'm saying is this, and this is not pie in the sky. These are facts. These are facts that I'm talking about. Or this is not a fact, but this is my opinion, and I believe it's deep rooted in facts. So this is my opinion. I like Tom Thibodeau in a coaching matchup against every NBA coach every night. I don't feel like when we go into a game that the opposing coach is going to have the upper hand every night. Now, 2 years ago, I felt like every team we played had a better coach than us, right? But we have the reigning NBA Coach of the Year, and whether you liked his rotations or his adjustments or any of that stuff, that's fine because everybody's going to have their opinions and takes. But at the end of the day, the people said Tibbs was the Coach of the Year, and he got an award for it. I like Tibbs going up. I like Tibbs going up against every coach every night, right? At least we have a fighting chance. We're not going in undermanned every night, right? And this team seems to have been healthy every night. Seems to have been. Everybody's not going to roll out 13 men every night. Somebody's going to have some nagging injuries. Somebody's going to get hurt. But for the most part, our best players stayed reasonably healthy.
And no protocol. Look at
that
what
protocol killed us. Yes, that protocol killed us in some key moments during the season for sure.
But I ain't gonna lie, it helped us a lot.
Right.
Yeah,
it helped us more than it killed us.
It helped us more than it hurt us.
I agree with that too. I agree with that too. Facts.
Right. But yeah, now I know what you're saying, but Dwayne Casey won Coach of the Year and he got fired that same year. So
yeah.
I mean, I didn't really care about the award. I wanted him to get it just to show like that we did something, but I don't know. He just gotta know how to have good rotations now, which he can finally have. So he better.
But do you feel like? I got you. But do you feel like Dwayne Casey is going to get out coached by an NBA coach every night?
I mean, he's on a trash team, so I can't really He's on a trash team now because they fired him from the Raptors right after that year. But Tibbs is going to have some teams that you're going to question, but it really just depends on that matchup and how he did towards the other games in the season.
Yeah, but when you look at Dwayne Casey's win percentage, in a regular season, the dude is an excellent an excellent in-season coach. Nobody can deny that. The Toronto Raptors under Dwayne Casey was an excellent team. You know what I'm saying? They went from being in a. There was a time when the Raptors used to be in the lottery every year.
Right.
Every year.
And then they went to the Eastern Conference Finals a few times, and they lost to LeBron.
Yeah. They couldn't get over the hump. So, I mean, it is what it is with that. But when you have a coach of the year, that means you have a competent coach leading you into battle every night.
Agree. With that, I cannot disagree with that.
Yeah,
and Randall said how prepared the team was prepared more than he's ever been. And we saw the Knicks put out a promo as soon as the schedule dropped. There's a video of a dude labeling folders with everyone's names on it. As a salute to Tibbs, for all the game planning.
Right. Yeah, I'm saying, man, the things we give other teams credit for is kind of shaky is the way, I guess, the best way to put it. We give other teams credit for everything, and when it comes to us,
we're more critical.
We're like low self-esteem for some reason.
I don't know about that, because like the things you were saying about like those injuries and stuff that the teams had to go against, like we're not the only ones saying like, yeah, they lucked out with having people injured that they played against. And if we were playing against them and we won, people would be saying the same exact thing about us. And I want to go through a team fully healthy and stuff like that. And I want to beat them fully healthy. Like, I don't care about them.
I don't want to beat
them
Ben
being
Simmons.
injured or anything like that. So I would rather do that than like go through an injured team in a sense.
I'm the opposite. I think we caught breaks because we made them. Teams, we got games jerked from us all season last year. Oh, the game in Portland, the game in Portland where they called the technical foul on Randall and gave Portland the free throws to ice the game when the dude fouled Randall and forced his arm to hit the Blazers player. Mm-hmm. You can't say
it was robbery.
That Portland was injured, because Portland was fully healthy. We was beating them on their own floor, and the referees took that game from us. The game against Philly, where Nerlens Noel grabbed a rebound and was pushed out of bounds. The referee blows the whistle and calls a foul on Julius Randle for boxing out. When Nerlens Noel had the rebound in his hand like Mutombo and was pushed to the floor, the referee don't call a foul on Philly, but called a foul on Randle. Yeah. He blew the whistle and turned around and looked like Nick. Yes.
Is that Tobias?
Yes.
Yeah. That was crazy.
I still can't believe that female ref from the Heat, like Randall literally got pushed down and he got called for a foul somehow.
Right. That's
that lady never needs to ref our games again.
Because she got us early in the season against Indiana. Remember the foul on RJ Barrett where RJ Barrett ran by Victor Oladipo. He ran by him, right? Didn't touch him. There was like 2 feet between RJ Barrett and Victor Oladipo. RJ Barrett was running out to the wing, right? Because RJ Barrett thought it was going to be a pass, so he kept going.
Even the Randall travel one, even though the ball didn't bumble out of his hand. Once the defender tips it, you should be allowed to come down with it. Doesn't matter.
I don't know. That call was weird though, because when you read the rule, that he did actually make a mistake with that.
Yeah, right.
But he didn't let it go.
In a split second, it's so hard to tell whether it bumbled by a millimeter. You need to give the player the benefit of the doubt.
But the Knicks
he should just be embarrassed for getting almost blocked by Kyrie. Like, he should not have been getting blocked by Kyrie. Like, I don't even remember the last time I've seen Kyrie.
He was going too ISO back then, That was the stage when everyone was like, Randall with the ball. He's not a closer.
That's the game that RJ was hot.
Right, that is the game.
And he didn't get the ball for like 3 minutes after scoring 7 in a row.
Yeah, and so my point is we played some teams that were injured, but there were a lot of games taken from us. The Miami Heat game where RJ had the last shot at the buzzer and he got fouled going to the basket, and you gonna say
he still blew the layup.
The ball was halfway in the hole. Pause. But
I get what you're saying, Breezy, but he still blew the layup.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he didn't blow the layup, bro. That's not what I'm saying. But
I remember, some people were trying to say that RJ should have dunked it over Jimmy Butler. Like, people were seriously saying that.
Hey, but I don't know.
That was so funny.
But Duke, you know what also happened in that game? You know what also happened in that game, right?
What?
Their center, Bam Adebayo, got 15 free throw attempts. 15.
Yeah,
15.
Yeah, they were getting a lot of free throws.
Right. Jimmy Butler looked at RJ Barrett, was like, "What, bro? I'm a star." You know,
Right.
so you mad? You ain't getting the calls? Yeah.
I'm gonna get the calls. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
That's the Jimmy Butler shrug game. Well, RJ, well, he just looked at what? I'm a star, bro. What?
Yeah, I can't. What's his name? Who said it? Anthony 212 said Randall was big but plays small. He got to stop playing small. Like, I need to see him go into the paint this year.
Man,
because there's no
Randall
reason he shouldn't be going into the paint.
Randall be getting mugged on a lot of plays, bro. He don't get foul calls.
Randall couldn't blow by Danilo Gallinari.
And Randall also gets a lot of calls, which he's not gonna get this year because of the post fade thing that he does, and he like brings his elbow in. Yeah. He gets those calls almost every game. Like, he's not gonna get those calls. So he definitely gotta do that.
Yeah, I'm glad that Randall stopped that spin move, into traffic.
Yeah, he passed it on to Pascal.
Right. So what I'm saying is this. I'm not just capping for the Knicks this past season. What I'm saying is we should leave the door open for a lot of stuff going our way this season. Right? Those teams, like there is no way you can tell me with fair officiating, Philly should beat us every night.
I agree.
They beat us by twice in 1 week.
Yeah. They beat us Sunday night and then Tuesday in Philly.
I think we're on par with them in terms of roster.
No,
I don't know about that.
No, they got
a
better point guard than us. They got a better backup point guard. Ben Simmons is better.
Ben Simmons,
no matter what, Ben Simmons is still better than.
But you look at the offensive upgrades we made.
Broken down
like
Kemba. And you can't even say anything about that. And then Joel Embiid is better than our center. Tobias Harris is not bad at all either. He had that was like the best year he played on his contract. He was actually worth his contract this year. He averaged 20 points.
Seth
then
Curry,
they got Seth Curry off the bench. They had Dwight Howard. I would love
every time Mitch played Embiid, he gave him fits.
Embiid did drop 30 and 17.
Yeah, he did not. He didn't really give him fits.
Yeah, well, I would say this. I still feel like the Philly experiment is just a second round exit. If somebody can tell me, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody explain to me how I should be afraid of Philly in the Eastern Conference Finals when I ain't never seen them there.
It's mainly because of Ben Simmons. Not upping him.
And Freezy, you know what? They screwed it up in 20 when they got that. When Kawhi got that lucky shot, they had the perfect team. Yeah. They had Ben Simmons at the point. They had JJ Redick, who was off the best year of his career, averaging 19 points a game. Jimmy Butler was a dog. Tobias was a dog, and Embiid was a dog. They fit together perfectly, and they just let him go.
Okay, so Freaky said he didn't stop the spin move. He uses better. It's still there. He barely uses it now, though. Like Randall used to do it like 10 times a game. I think he does it like once every 2 games. Like, he barely does it now. He doesn't even go into the paint.
And the part of the reason why he don't do the spin move or the spin move was whack is because you had Mitchell Robinson and Taj Gibson playing center. And every time you spin toward the basket,
Mitch was injured the whole entire year, basically.
No, not last year. Not last year. I'm talking about the year before that.
No, but I'm talking about this year.
No, I'm talking about last year. I'm talking about the no-handle Randall conversation. What why it didn't work was because every time he spun into the paint, it was like 9 dudes in the paint. Elfrid Payton can't shoot. Wayne Ellington was streaky. Reggie Bullock was streaky. You know what I'm saying? You depended on Mo Hawkins to bail you out on offense. I mean, what's happening? So we got, man. We
still had. I mean, we technically had the same starting. We had the same starting.
Kevin Knox really couldn't beat Mo Hawkins for minutes.
We had the same starting lineup. We still had Bullock.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's
And
the
I mean,
only
too.
person that was changed in that lineup, and Mo Harkless played the same role as Bullock. So, I mean, I'm just it
And
was gonna be the
RJ
same
shot a
thing.
lot better this year than he did last year.
Yeah. I feel you. I just don't want to have my hopes dashed before the season start. And I know hope is not a strategy. I feel you. I understand that. But what I'm saying is, I feel like this Knicks team roster 1 through 13 is just as competitive as anybody in this league 1 through 13. I don't see an NBA roster in this league that I could say 1 through 13 is that much better than the Knicks 1 through 13. I think we have,
and that's why we'll be in every single night. We'll be in the game. You know, I don't really see us getting blown out. We'll be competitive. You know, and with the East, you know, we had a great start. You know, Orlando twice. You know, Toronto. I mean, we have a great chance to get off to a great start and build that chemistry. We have a full training camp this time.
right.
Hopefully, a 6-7 preseason games like we didn't have last season. Obi and Quickly didn't even have a preseason
Because
That's
both
why
were
I'm-
hurt. Both were hurt, right?
No,
Yeah, and
quickly
no
got
training.
minutes because of his preseason.
Who was hurt in the preseason? Was it Obi?
No, none of them were hurt in the preseason.
Oh, okay.
They were
Okay.
both helped. Obi got hurt
Quickly wasn't
early in the
even.
season.
Quickly was PG4 on the depth chart, but I think somebody it was EP with a hamstring strain, and that allowed Quickly to start, and then Quickly dropped 22, 5, and 5, and that made him the backup point guard.
You know who? Austin Rivers was hurt.
Yeah, Austin Rivers had that
Austin Rivers
hamstring.
was hurt. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
I keep forgetting about Austin Rivers. That's
Yeah.
ironic. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Austin Rivers.
He was
international man
hailed
of
as the
mystery.
culture man.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
said all the right
he
things
can-
at the press conference, but it
So did
translates
Brandon
on the court.
Jennings.
Yes.
Remember, everyone was hyped for Brandon Jennings when he was clapping and he was, trying to be that Starks.
No, not so much.
They
much.
almost gave him a ring in Milwaukee. You know, he was in their parade.
Really?
Salute to him. You know.
Yeah, man. So I asked y'all about the rising star, and I asked y'all about the most improved player, and
Yes,
and we spoke briefly about the coaching, right?
Yep.
We spoke about luck. So let me ask y'all about how confident y'all are with the front office and what they can do during the season to improve the roster, to take us from. What move do you think they can make, or will they make a move, or will they allow chemistry and synergy to play out and go and do the Big 15 approach as opposed to a Big 3?
Well, I'm going first this time.
Okay.
So what I'm going to say is I'm with the last statement you made. The chemistry and synergy, I think, will be what drives the decisions of the front office. So we don't know who's going to be healthy. We don't know who's going to be demanding trades. We don't know. It's a lot of stuff we don't know. The only thing we know is what we have on our roster right now and where we want to go. So depending on how the season starts, I think that's going to drive what we do mid-season come free agency time. But I think it's if I'm in the front office, I'm basing it strictly on that chemistry and synergy of what we got going on with the people that I have signed on the roster. Period.
Okay. So what you think, Ethan?
So Tibbs is the type of coach, correct me if I'm wrong, he hasn't made a big time trade acquisition during the midseason. Except for the Jimmy Butler one to Minnesota. Except for that one. He hasn't made a big time trade acquisition during the middle of the season. So
That was on draft night, bro.
Oh yeah. I forgot that was on draft night. He requested out of Minnesota during the middle of the season. My bad. But
Oh yeah. You talking about Butler requested out? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't really. Tibbs is a big coach when it comes to chemistry. That's why I thought he liked the idea of Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker because they played together, so they already have a bit of chemistry in the backcourt. So I don't really think that we're going to make a big trade acquisition. But I don't think that the front office is going to have any big deal during the season. I think that this season is just going to be straight Tibbs.
All right,
So-
Cully, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Cully, you want a piece of that? Man, Cully watching the fight, bro.
He is.
What happened?
What I was gonna say was this, right? Yeah, he is. He watching the. I agree with some of what Ethan said, but at the same time, I think that as the season progresses, we have to give credence to what guys are doing or what guys are not doing based on where they were signed, if they are free agents or whatever the case would be. That's going to matter.
Oh yeah, like I think if like there's any locker room situation, like they'll ship some dude out, or like let's say Knox is just like horrible, let's just ship him out. But I don't really see a situation where they're gonna go after some big time dude.
I agree with that. That I agree.
One thing that surprised me was the welcome Keith. One thing surprised me.
What up?
What's good?
Yo, I wasn't even gonna hop on because it's late. I just wanted to hear what y'all was talking about. Y'all sound like y'all sound a little bit soft though.
So bring it, Keith. Hold on. Before we get to you, I don't want to cut off the conversation that we just had before you came in the room. So go ahead and finish up.
You're talking about CT, right? CT.
Yeah, CT. Go ahead, CT.
Yeah, man. What were we talking about again? The continuity. I think the fact that there's a that locker room chemistry already there. I was really surprised they didn't bring Theo Pinson back. But I'm not mad at it. I just thought he was a lock to come back, and that tells me that they're willing to forego all that and just make upgrades.
Hey, somebody got something playing in the background they need to turn down, bro.
Yeah.
Because if I took a poll whether Theo Pinson would be back, I think 90% would say he'd be back.
Yeah, I agree. I thought he would be.
They cut him loose.
I didn't think so. To me, he was a glorified super fan. It was dope that he was here. I have nothing against him, but I didn't see him coming back. If there wasn't no pennies left over to bring him back, I didn't see him coming back.
I agree. I didn't see him coming back.
The only reason I say I saw him coming back because you were signing so many players from the roster last year. But now,
yeah, but look who he got rid of. If they got rid of Bullock, then I knew they wasn't going to re-sign Theo.
That makes sense when you say it from that standpoint.
You don't let and
even a two-way,
he got picked up for $30 million. Come on, they let Burke. Yeah, no way in the world they was keeping Theo and letting Bullock rock.
And Kevin Knox is still on the team. Yeah, he is.
I'm
and
not
something about it, Kevin Knox? He's our only.
I'm not the biggest Knox guy, but if he's here, I think there's a reason.
I mean, that remains to be seen. Obviously, if he's here, there's a reason, but I just don't know what it is right now at this point.
You can't get rid of him.
Which is perfect. This is the NBA is fluid. Like these fan conversations we have, there's a bit of rigidity in these conversations. This next move, we act like it's the only move that's ever gonna be made, and this, that, and the other. Like the NBA is fluid. Like these conversations that we're having, I don't know what's going on in the back. I don't know. We ain't see it with Knox. But look at the other things that are going on that kind of give you a clue. It don't look like Leon is holding on to dead weight.
With that, I agree. I would agree with that.
So it's knowing something like that makes me think that maybe they see something in practice with Knox. Maybe there's something there. Maybe there's something there that they see that they're not ready to get rid of, which I'm cool with, and I'm only cool with it now because I see the results of their movements.
I mean, everything
they're really building a team. We looking for them to trade for superstars and this, that, and the other. And while we're doing that, they're building an all-round team.
A deep team.
Dude, like we have one of the deepest teams in the league.
Yes. with that,
we have two
agree.
starting fives.
I agree.
We spread
100%.
our cap space out.
Yep.
The thing is,
100%.
The reason is no dude on the roster is earning 20 mil. Think about that.
And he turned all of those, like the issue that all the fans have with like, Merc vets, 1 year Merc vets, turned all of those productive vets into actual good tradable contracts to like they created flexibility, kept continuity. I can't wait for this season to start.
So where do you think we're finishing?
Can y'all understand? We came into last season, right? And I know all the teams had the same exact backstory. No, COVID year, no off season really to speak of. We all starting off like that. Like it's all the same. We come into the season now, Vegas, talking heads, NBA experts. Well, what do they say about the Knicks? Well, they see Tibbs. We see Tibbs. Everybody knows Tibbs' background. So cats can't say like they were surprised by his coaching. They know what he was going to do. But like we got judged to be a 21-win team.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the end of that season, we almost doubled that projection with no offseason.
I'm with you.
Of course, you bring as many of those guys back and give them a full offseason and see what Tibbs could do.
I'm with you.
Add to that. And what we added was the exact things that Randall was missing. If I guarantee you that playoff run goes differently if Kemba and Fournier are here.
With that, I agree.
Absolutely.
With that, I agree 100%.
Because there would have been two other people for them to have to chase.
And Mitch.
Two other people. And what? I'm talking about new people on the team. If Mitch was there, there's already video of Mitch disrupting, Mitch being on the floor, disrupting the Hawks' play.
Right.
Just him being on the floor.
Right.
Because he can guard the paint and the three-point line.
I got you.
Yeah, facts. He's chomping at the bit, Mitch. He's posting every day something like, he's trying to be.
There's so much optimistic thing. Like there's so much room for optimism with like actual facts of stuff going on. Like people seem really scared. Like, this. Even the first, of our first 19 games, 11 of them is at home.
Yeah.
If we don't come into this season,
what are you scared of, bro? What are you scared of? Because it sounds like you giving us a chance, but it sounds like you kind of nervous too. Like,
I sound nervous.
Yeah, like
54 wins, brother. Book it. Book it.
Bim.
Wow.
Book it.
If we're healthy,
book it.
Wow.
We need Kemba, all-star Kemba.
Top 3 MVP voting. Book it.
Bam.
Book it. And remember your boy. Remember where you heard it. Because I'm going to remind you.
Look, I got receipts. I got receipts.
And I don't even care if I take an L. Like, I've been taking L's, like, for the last 20 years with the Knicks.
Facts. Me too.
But you can't lose every year.
Yeah, that's right. Eventually you're going to have to win some.
You got to win some, yeah. You got to win. And I think we in our season. I think this offseason is the star of this is our star pickup is the offseason.
The offseason.
With Tibbs. That's the star pickup.
Y'all
seen Big Body Mitch? Y'all seen Big Body Mitch?
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go on. I'm gonna have to Google. I haven't seen him yet.
You haven't seen Big Body Mitch?
I have not seen Big Body.
I'm worried about that foot.
Mitch got 35 pounds on him, and it's visible, and it's not
I was
bulky.
called a capper for saying that a few months back.
For saying what?
Because he said it, and he said that it was muscle, and we were like, nah, he didn't even gain anything. He's probably just got fat.
Catch see the pictures. Go on his Instagram. Look at a current picture. My guy is bigger.
It's a good bulk. It's not a bad bulk.
Opposing players better learn to fly. They better learn to fly because I don't know.
Man, look,
You want that contract.
I want Mitch to get a mid-range. That's all
I'm lining up all the naysayers before the season just so I know who is who.
I take 7 MCs, put them in a line, and 7 other brothers that think they can rhyme. I go for mine, and that's 21 MCs ate up at the same time.
Same time, no doubt. No doubt. Facts.
Right.
G-Man, you mentioned mid-range. If Mitch shoots 70% from the line, I'll be happy.
With that too. That part too, for sure.
You mean from his free throw shooting that was already increasing?
No, it decreased last year.
It decreased last year.
You said what?
Last year he was trash from the line.
I need him to shoot 70.
He shot 48%.
That's nothing. I don't need him to shoot. I could use him. I could use his free throw shooting to improve a little bit. But what I need him to be is the centerpiece of our top 2 defense. That's all. That's what I need.
That's easy.
Everything else is cake.
That's easy. Nothing.
Because what we got in the lineup with him is 4 other dudes that could drop 20 on any night. I don't need offense from Mitch is beautiful. Mwah. Like I love it, but I'm not one of the guys that's killing him because he's not stretching the floor. Like that dude stretches the floor on defense.
I need him to stay alive on offense, though. He got to stay alive on offense.
Yes,
you can't just
no. I'm not saying he should disappear, but like with Kemba Evan, and I'm gonna say even RJ, dude. The lobs are gonna be crazy. It's gonna be Mitch is gonna have his fill of lobs.
So you saying Gotham Lob is back?
The prettiness with which I envision this season, I just at least the first 20 games, I think we're really going to enjoy the Knicks.
Let's hope so.
And I say that because of the first 19, 11 of them is home game, and of the first 20 teams, I believe it was what they said I think it's 10 of them or whatever weren't playoff teams, or of the first 10, 6 of them weren't playoff teams. Like we should have a good run.
Yeah,
we should get good momentum coming into this season.
We play Boston and then we play Orlando back to back. And then we play Philly. So we should start 3-0.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Greg Costello, boy, he says when people see Father Time's beard on Free Keith, everybody starts combing their beard. So he saw me pull my comb out because my beard is a little dappy for sure. That did happen. For sure. That happened.
Y'all see how luxurious it is. Y'all see that. Y'all see the fluff. You see that fluff. You see that.
I'm looking at.
You know we working with over here.
I'm looking the other way. I don't look at dudes, bro.
Exactly.
I don't care what you got on, bro. Hey, Mocha, come here so I can look at you.
Y'all on fire tonight, boy. The chat is on fire tonight.
But G-Man, let me tell you this. I'm gonna just say this and I'm gonna get out the way right quick, right?
Go ahead.
So historically, athletic big men have this jump from year 3 to year 4. You remember how said wing players have the jump from year 2 to year 3?
Yep.
So Rudy Gobert was 9 points, 11 rebounds in his 3rd season, right? Right. And then in his 4th season, his age 24 year, right along the same thing as Mitch, he went to 14 points and about 13 rebounds. Right?
Wow. Okay.
And Rudy Gobert, with his great defense, only led the league in shot blocks once. With his great shot blocking, he only led the league in shot blocking one time.
Was it the year that he made the jump?
That is the year that he made the jump, the 4th year.
Okay.
Right? He has never led the NBA in rebounding. Right?
I got you.
Never. He's shooting 63% from the free throw line.
Who are we talking about?
Rudy Gobert.
Oh.
So, but I have a point that I'm gonna get to. Right? So with us having an expectation for Mitch, CT said 70% from the free throw line. I believe if Mitch shoots 63% from the free throw line, 65% from the free throw line, I think we have a steal, bro, a steal in his walk here. You know what I'm saying? Because all we got to do is keep him on the floor, play 80. He don't have to play 82 games, but if he plays 70, 75 games, we still in high cotton. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we get Mitch to 14 points, 10 rebounds, 2.5 blocks, 63% from the line. We have a franchise center. Right?
Dude, we have a franchise center right now as it is, period.
Right. But we just need...
we have done actually much better in the deeper... I feel like we have actually had a easier time in the middle to deeper part of the second round than we did in the first rounds of the last, 6 years.
Yeah, some value picks. Upside. But Mitch, everyone knew Mitch's talent, but I think the fact that he skipped college and people were unsure about his, character, things like that. But
he definitely should have went in the lottery that year.
He should have.
Yeah, the Lakers were going to pick him, but then they chose Mo Wagner.
And good for them.
Yeah, they had a whole.
And Scott Perry.
I hope that works out for Mo.
Freezy might know the story, but something about Scott Perry had close ties to Mitch or something, and convinced him.
Relationships, convince him what? It's a draft. He doesn't get a say in where he goes.
No.
You get drafted in the second round, bro. You don't get a say.
Scott Perry had a connect with the dude that used to play shooting guard, Shammond Williams. So Scott Perry, Shammond Williams was like, "Yo, I'm telling you, my nephew Mitchell Robinson is he the most athletic dude in the NBA." Scott Perry, he ain't in the NBA, bro. He was like, as soon as day one, he gonna be the most athletic dude in the NBA, right? So they arranged these secret meetings to go see Mitch, and Mitch is and this is the funny part is, the dude has a bubbly like a little kid. He like the teenager person, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So he not business savvy and all that. He a goofball. He a nerd, right? And so he was
not a
nervous.
nerd.
He was like, no, hear me out though. He talking in front of cameras and all that stuff wasn't his thing. He a small town goofball dude, a goober, right? This is him. I'm talking about before the draft. I'm not talking about right now, right? Before the draft. Right. So he was in these awkward, these settings. He was all awkward. So people was like, I don't know about this kid, man.
I thought he was slow.
Go back and watch his very first intro at MSG press conference. He could only say one word at each answer.
Yeah, because you was on the chat during. You was on the thread during that time, I know I for one thought he was slow. I thought he had a mental problem.
Or something.
I definitely thought he. I mean, obviously, it turned out that he was just being shy or whatever it was. Yeah. But I definitely thought that there was something mentally wrong with him. He was a little bit
I was like, yeah, that's why he slipped.
Right. But the thing is, his social awkwardness, the way he handled college, the way he handled his whole bunch of his training, during the offseason, was one of those things that scared teams off enough for Scott Perry to say, listen, we were thinking about taking this kid, Alonzo Trier, with that pick, but we'll take Mitch here because if this center hits, then we have the steal of the draft. But if we get a wing player that hits, we can find 6'4", 6'5" scorers anywhere USA. But a 7'1" freak athlete, you can't find them every day.
Magic Johnson literally took a picture with Mitch. Everyone thought it was official. They had the 25th pick and they picked Mo Wagner. Then Mitch went 36.
Right.
Relationships. And see, this leads to another point though, and I give this another point for our front office.
And Magic quit after that. Magic quit after that too.
Relationships matter. relationships matter in pro sports.
And look, relationships matter in all walks of life.
Facts. This is facts. But I'm even talking about like how we discuss like guys coming, in the front office and going for this player and that player and like, oh, like how did they know about this guy to pick them in the draft? Like, relationships matter. Like, and not only like, oh, pick my guy. Like, you get a better insight into guys because of relationships. You get you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think like we have probably a team of guys with some of the best relationships in the basketball world.
I agree.
I don't think we value that enough.
I agree with that.
Some of us think it's worldwide. I mean, some of us think it's really Leon, but like I honestly think like it's Worldwide West in the background, really making moves happen.
Mm-hmm. And you're hearing Stephen A. say
getting combos started.
If Dame does demand a trade, Stephen A's gone on record to say that the Knicks are his number one choice.
Yeah, I don't really these days. I don't really kind of like. I take Stephen A's takes.
He said that KD was going. That there was a 95% chance that KD was
going. He's definitely missed.
His takes kind of like this would be right now.
Listen to this insanity.
I can't take him seriously. Like,
no, not right now.
Listen to this insanity. You remember the day, because KD just signed an extension, right? He was talking about that exact morning. Stephen A was like, don't be surprised if KD doesn't take the extension and signs with the Knicks.
And then he signed with the
He's a maniac, bro. Like, I don't understand.
Look, there's a reason I don't watch mainstream media anymore. There's a reason why I only get on here and chop it up with Knicks fans. There's a reason for that. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. Hey, this is mainstream media now.
You're right.
That is such a fact.
Yes.
You see Evan Fournier doing interviews and trying to pop up on like Knicks fan pods.
Yeah.
Dude, you think he's doing that because he really want to be part of the culture? Like that joining ain't annoying.
Look, he know what the view is gonna be.
Want to get his brand out there.
It's people that's making him do that. Like that's definitely like this is the wave now. Like this is where you're gonna get your bread.
And the crazy thing about it is, if you're on mainstream media, how long are you actually doing an interview? Really? What, 10, 15
3 minutes?
You know what I'm saying? But you get an hour to chop it up with real live Knicks fans. The core people that's going to be rooting for you, buying tickets to come see you in MSG.
Hey, look at Julius' son. He's like a model.
Boy, look, Julius' son is the next best thing that's going on in New York right now, baby. I'm telling you, he gonna have to get security in a
audience.
minute. Yes.
Hey, so we hit a point. We hit a marker. I gotta run this real quick.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your guy, City for Real. The co-host of the Knicks at Night podcast. It's your boy. I'm chilling. The Blorange family is rocking. Y'all know what to do. Throw those orange and blues in the chat. Y'all know how it is. And maybe I will catch you on the next live. Let's get lit. Get that energy all the way up. Let's go New York Knicks. Holla.
Yo, you want to win your fantasy football league or what? You know what I mean? You ain't tired of finishing in 4th place? You ain't tired of dudes coming to you with whack trade offers and whatever trying to play you? Come on to the Dear Mr. Fantasy Football page. Our page on YouTube. We're gonna do position breakdowns and rankings. We're gonna talk some NFL football too. We're gonna get in depth. We'll do offensive line rankings, defensive line rankings, defensive rankings, all of that stuff, so you'll be prepared to put in your best lineup. Come through. Your man Uncle Freezy will be there. Come through, hang out with your man Uncle Freezy. Share, like, and subscribe later. Bam. And there we go. There we go. Had to run a couple ads there real quick just to remind people that we got other stuff going on the channel and all that stuff.
Facts. Hey, crazy. While I'm sitting here looking at that, hey, I'm gonna have to get me a commercial for what? Wait for it, people. Wait for it, ladies and gentlemen. Hold your breath for 3 seconds, and I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna be about. It's gonna be about the Blorange Army. It's coming for you. I'm telling you right now, it's coming for you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So
yeah, man. I feel you. I feel you.
Matter of fact, Matt, give me 2 seconds, please. Give me, so again, I ain't had to be in this position for a long time, right? But when stuff like this happen, y'all force me in this position. So check this out, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know what I'm talking about when we talk about, let me swing my mic around. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about the Blorange Army, I'm gonna tell you what this is about, right? This is about an opportunity for your take to be appreciated and celebrated live and on air. So if you have something legit that you feel is worthy of posting, by all means, chop. We can chop right now. We got 3 people in the Blorange Army. We growing it, but look, I'm not about quantity. I'm about quality. So if you got these crackerjack takes and you can't, and it's not substantial, I can't do nothing for you. But look, if you legit and you down for yours, you can ride with the Blorange Army for sure. For sure, I promise you that.
Bro, I'm definitely calling you out on your whack takes, though.
Yes, you're supposed to. You're supposed to.
Yeah, man. Hey. So G-Man, I'm gonna slide for a little bit, man. I'm gonna get this dog out here because his girlfriend outside. I'm gonna slide up the camera for a few minutes, but I'll be right back.
I got you. So I don't know what we talked about last. What is the topic of conversation right now? Because I'm at a loss. For sure.
We're talking about Mitch, I think.
We were the last conversation was about Mitch. So I have a serious question for you guys that's on the panel right now. Legit, what do you think the projection for the first 20 games I'm assuming that everyone has seen the schedule of what we got going on right now, right? So tell me what you believe a legit projection would be after the first 20 games of the season. What do you see the Knicks record being, and you know what we need to do moving forward?
I can see us being. I've seen it. I focus more on the first 10, not as so much the first 20, but
okay.
I can see us being 13-7, somewhere around, or 15-5 if all breaks good.
Okay, I can roll with that for sure, and that's logical to me. Just looking at who we're playing, how the roster is currently constructed, I can see that happening for sure, no doubt. Hadouken, what are your thoughts on the first 20 games of the season as far as the record goes?
I don't know. I'm looking at it right now. I would say. All right, wait. I'm looking through it right now. It's
okay. You good? Take your time. Take your time.
I might adjust mine after preseason too. That'll give me a good.
Yes. That's important as well when we start taking a look at preseason.
Yeah. We always know there's one player that comes into training camp with a niggle, you know.
Yes.
Whether it's Obi's calf or, something, Tibbs is going to ground them. So
something. There's always the X factor, regardless of how educated we think we are or how much information we think we have. There's always the X factor that we know nothing about. That's going to affect what we do during the season. That's a fact, 100%.
Yeah. I just pray for Kemba's knees, that's the big factor for me. If he, and I'm liking this fact that we don't have too many back-to-backs, but if we can keep his minutes to 25 to 28,
at a minimum,
Rose
yes.
just takes care of the rest, I think we can have a healthy Kemba.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll say 13-7.
What?
Yeah.
What was that?
Facts.
13-7.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with both of you. I agree. I agree that's logical.
Yeah.
To CT's point, I think that what's going to be the thing that I'm watching. The very first thing that I'm watching is the rotation. I need to see what this rotation looks like. So what we generally don't talk about from a Knicks standpoint, when you hear people talking about the Clippers and Kawhi, load management. LeBron is getting up there in an age. He's not playing as many games. Anthony Davis is questionable. He's like Mr. Glass, so he's not playing that many games. You know what I'm saying? We don't associate that when we talk about Knicks basketball. When we talk about Knicks basketball, it's about that playground, the Rucker. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody getting load managed playing in the Rucker. I'm telling you right now, that is not happening. So when you step on the blacktop, you got to be willing to give mind, body, and soul to the effort that you got going on for that game that you're playing right now till we get to 24. You got to be willing to do that. And if you're not, I don't need you on this team. So when we start looking at talking about a Kemba and a Rose, and we know the issues with the knees. Kemba says his knees are good. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know what that looks like. Really? I really don't. I'm just saying I don't. Until I see it with my own eyes, I don't know what that is. So I'm telling you right now, I believe that in some semblance, there will be some load management going on. But at the same time, that's not a bad time. Because I'm also looking at, we talked about this earlier.
Man, how do we determine load management from rotational minutes?
I think it's the same thing. It's just which term do you want to use it on? You know what I'm saying? So I can tell you all day if Freezy is the guy that I know that he's my starting point guard, right? And I got CP in the wing, and I know Freezy called me. We've been talking off season, right? So Freezy got some things going on in his personal life that's going to give him, it's going to take him away from the time that he needs to practice. I understand that. And knowing that, I'm going to say, okay, well, Freezy, check this out. I just need for you to give me, the first half of the basketball game, give me 15 minutes. That's all I need. 10 to 15 minutes. And then I can bring, and I'm calling CT. CT, check this out. You about to get burned. I'm telling you right now, you're about to get burned. I'm gonna need for you to go ahead and get your cardio up because I'm hollering at you now. But CT, I'm not putting it all on you. You know why? Because waiting in the wings. Guess what I got waiting in the wings? I got a young Hadouken. I'm calling Duke. I'm like, look, Duke, this your time to shine. You gonna get some opportunities, and when you get on the court, I'm gonna need for you to be able to burn. That's what this all is. Now, I call that rotational. Some people will look at that and say, well, Freezy is, Freezy is
Crazy.
over 31 years old, right? So, and he's had history with injuries with the knees, and we don't know what those knees look like because we just bringing them into the fold. So I got to see what that looks like. So it just depends on how you look at the situation.
Oh, on that note, I've just seen Bleacher Report's prediction. That's probably the most generous I've seen. They've given us 46 and 36.
Oh, that's generous.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something right
compared
now.
to Vegas.
Right. Hey, so I'm gonna tell y'all something right now, man. And y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but I don't care. So what? I've been called crazy before. I don't see us losing 3 games until we play Brooklyn on November 30th.
I made a mistake.
Right. I don't see us losing 3 games from October 20th to November 30th. Right. So and I'm
17 too.
So
12 of the first 17. 12 of the first 17 games are against clubs that missed the playoffs last season.
We winning all of those.
Nah.
Sherwin in the chat says 13 and 17 is daydreaming.
What?
No. So
stop.
So let me finish.
That's just trolling nonsense, yo. Don't even acknowledge it.
So we got Boston, Orlando, Philly. All of those are wins. We got Philly at the Garden. That's a win. We got Chicago, New Orleans in their place. Those are wins. Toronto, that's a win. Indiana, that's a win. Milwaukee, that's a tough win on ESPN, but it's in Milwaukee. I think that might be up in the air. They might get us, they might not. Then we got Cleveland, Philly at Philly, that's a win. Then we got Milwaukee at the Garden, that's a dub. We at Charlotte, that's a dub. Indiana, Orlando, Houston, Chicago, the Lakers at the Garden, that's a dub. Phoenix, enough respect. We're gonna get our respect that night, Phoenix. We're gonna get our respect that night. We're gonna prove to y'all that y'all were lucky. We're gonna prove to y'all that y'all are the Miami Heat of the previous championship year that lost. Then we go to Atlanta and at Brooklyn. At Atlanta is gonna be raucous, I think, in my opinion. That's Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna be rock, and I'm thinking I might go to that game.
That's gonna be lit.
The Nets better beat us every time they see us, because if we get one win, we go into the finals.
Bam! I'm telling you. Finally, somebody.
Yo, I'm telling you, that first time we beat the Nets, can't none of y'all tell me nothing.
It's a regular season game.
Not a thing. We beat the fully healthy Bucks last year by a dub. Cat was like, "Oh, we was lucky. It was early season."
They 40 balled us after that.
I mean, that's whatever.
But you know what?
But we did it. That's the point. Like, we did it. You show me we can do something.
Do you know what it took for them to blow us out? It took for DJ Augustine and Brent Form to have the games of their life.
Are they starters?
No, they bench players. They randoms. Brent Forms was 7 for 7 from 3 on contested shots.
Bro, the Bucks didn't have 7 people from their lineup, and we just didn't have Randall, and we literally won the game by like 3 points. Yeah, no, I'm not. If we beat the Nets, I'm gonna be happy, but that's not gonna tell me that we could beat.
That's not ability.
We'll beat them a game.
Is a thing. Like once you see you can do something.
Right.
Like we get past a team, we beat a team like the Nets, like a respectable win, like a commanding win, dude. That puts so much wind under your sails, yo.
Bro,
I know, but I mean that's still the beginning of the season. Like
we're not seeing them just once.
I know, but I'm saying us beating them that time. I mean, I say like I'm pretty sure we played them 3 times.
I didn't say the first time we was gonna win. I said like if we beat them any of those times, the first time we beat the Nets, it's going to be a problem after that.
Ricky, I'm telling you, it's like when you hollered at the cutest girl in school and y'all wind up pulling her. You pull the finest girl at school, you can pull any girl. I'm telling you.
Facts.
You know what you pull the finest one at
school? We blew Milwaukee out by 20 with our old roster. There's going to be games when we're going to beat teams that are, we're not expected to beat. It's going to happen. It's going to happen often.
I agree.
Yeah.
I want to
beat the Lakers. Beat the Lakers. Beat Melo, Westbrook on their floor.
That's going to be stopped.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this season. Hey, but hey, Freezy. I got a early plane ride coming up within the next. Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
5 hours too. I got a flight at 6:30 a.m.
Mine is at 6:40 a.m.
Location undisclosed.
Location undisclosed.
I'm headed to Columbia, but like I shouldn't even be hollering at y'all right now. I should be packing.
Yeah, look, you see, look, I'm seeing packing number stuff while I'm on the air right now, right? But I just finished my laundry. I just folded my clothes and put it in a suitcase, and I'm gonna finish closing it out, and get me about a couple hours so I can sleep on the plane.
Yeah, man.
I was listening to the pod while I was packing and had to stop mid-pack because I was talking nonsense.
Look, that's what we do. Look, my suitcase is right over here. That's what we do. That's how we get down.
All right. Well, hey man, y'all have a safe flight,
Yeah,
man.
have a safe flight.
Y'all make sure y'all get to y'all destination safe and return safely, bro.
Facts. Hey, but don't get it twisted. Don't think for 1 second just because I'm traveling, I'm not going to be on regular scheduled programming. Don't think for 1 second you get to evade. You're not going to get away from me. I'm telling you right now.
I'm just saying if you need for me and Duke
no,
to fill in
listen, no. We tried that experiment. I saw how that went. We're not doing that again. We are not doing that again. Matter of fact, right now I'm about to wake Kev up. It's 12 o'clock at night. I'm about to wake Kev up. Be like, hey, listen, this is what we got going on. And don't give me. I do not want to hear that Geico voicemail that you got going on right now. I ain't trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that. Yeah. Hey, but fellas, as always, everyone is in the chat. Salute to you guys. It's always a pleasure chopping it up with you. You're gonna be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us tonight, and we appreciate your patronage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yep. Safe travel.
All right, boss.
All right.
Safe travel, brother.
Thank you. Same to you, Keith.
Peace out.
All right, peace.
Yeah, man. I'm really feeling that pod couple though. I might grab me somebody, man.
The pod couple is all right. Yeah, as long as I get my my votes for the Freezy for the Freezy Awards though.
Yo, the Freezy Award thing, I'm telling you, people are sleeping on how dope this thing is, right? So it comes in this box, right? So again, I was like, what is that, liquor? That's what I thought. I was like, what is that? And then you open it and it's got like the joint here, like keeping the joint safe. And then it's got like all this stuff to come with it. And this right here is like some kind of crushed velour. Something is so soft.
He said crushed velour.
Yeah, man, this is so.
You're the best. You're the best salesman in the planet.
This is the joint, bro. This is the joint.
He said crushed velour. I gotta use that one.
This right here, bro. For the people that can't tell by the camera, this is a teardrop with Blorange flames on the inside.
Yo, just go ahead and send that. I'm gonna send you my address. Just go ahead and send that over.
Oh, hey, boss. Hey, you know
a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue Label.
Yeah, man, that is so fire. We got the best company available to do it, and so we're gonna work on these Freezy Awards, bro. I'm telling you, man, these things are those things are fire. I think it's probably. I'm not taking credit. I'm not saying that I'm the smartest, but I think it's probably one of the best decisions I made since I've been doing this. This thing, and when y'all see it in real life, like when y'all living room, when you put it in the living room or wherever you put it, and the lights hit it, bro, and you see the inside, how the inside of it is alive, you're gonna be like, yo, I ain't never seen no mess like that, yo. You know what I'm saying? The inside of the tier is alive. It's a Blorange tier for real. You know what I'm saying? And so I mean, it's crazy.
When that debate league starting?
I'm trying to get enough people to sign up. We only got like 3 people.
Yeah, I think I want to be down with that one. So you can't be. I don't want you hiding me this year, yo.
Listen, man. All I'm saying is people don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get the people to vote on it. We're gonna use the community tab to have everybody have their say, and the tally might come in like a day later. But it give everybody a time to think about what they saw and cast one vote. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do is the night of, I'm gonna dice it up, put it back on YouTube to let people watch it again, post it to the community tab, right? And let people vote on it. You know what I'm saying? That way there's no bias. Because if you whack, you whack. You can't come to me behind the scenes and like, yo, you set me up, man. I should be the champ. Nah, none of that. None of that. That belt back there, that belt right there behind me, bro, that is genuine leather and gold plate. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to send it to whoever. I'm tired of it being here, honestly.
Wait. Y'all don't be listening to the snake oil that Freezy be selling. Yo, it just went right under the radar how you just said that it's it's leather and gold plate.
Yeah, it's leather. I can't afford real gold. You know what I'm saying? I can't afford real gold, bro. You crazy? I can't afford real gold on this budget. I mean, 20. I can't afford 24 karat gold throughout. I gotta get gold plate.
Stories. We already know that network deal. You got a $10.3 billion budget. We already
yeah, man. I ain't Knicks Fan TV, bro. I ain't got no budget like that.
No, I love it though. It's how you sell it. That's the best. Like, you're the best salesman ever, bro.
Now, hey, bro. When cats, whoever win it, when they get this belt, they gonna for real see what I'm talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got you some J's. You know what I'm saying? You got your outfit crispy. Cats gonna be like, yo, what's that, yo? It's the Blorange. I'm the Blorange.
Yeah. I think I want
one, bro.
I think I want that belt and an award. That's what I want.
Well, you're gonna have to break some hearts, bro, because other people want it too.
I ain't been scared of breaking no hearts.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, come on, yo. Knicks fans, we should be accustomed to getting our hearts broken.
Yeah, man. Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna try to get the Blorangetears Debate League stuff started very soon, right? Very soon. We got to get the debates going. I don't know if we can get it going this Saturday, but what we'll do is we'll project the date. Maybe right after Labor Day we can get started doing it, and then from there, man, we could just, you know what I'm saying, rock and roll or crank it out, and then that way we can have us a champion sometime before when the season starts. So
okay,
man,
Fan TV.
Yeah, man. So that we can be, so I can send it, because listen, the packaging that the belt came in was whack, but the belt is dope. But this Freezy Award looks so official, bro. The UPS dude came to my house and knocked on the door. He was like, yo, I got this package. I was like, yo, man, I hurt my back, man. Can you put it right at such and such? He put it there. I opened it up, pulling out stuff. And he was like, yo, what is that? I was like, well, shit, I don't know. UPS, man. He asked me what the package is. I'm like, man, you the UPS, man.
So I'm gonna tell you why I'm back in here, right? So I'm trying to pack my bags, and I'm still listening to the podcast, right? And I'm trying to save Keith from himself. Keith,
this is exactly what I wanted. You're doing exactly what I wanted. It's excellent. My plan worked to perfection.
See, this is what goes
you
on.
Really join back?
Yes, because
he's really living rent free in your head, bro. That's crazy.
I knew he was coming back. I knew it.
He up here talking about getting the belt for the debate league.
He got some of those monopoly buildings in your head.
Listen, he got hotels up in my head right now, dude.
Look at that. Did I even mention his name? Look, did I even mention his name?
Hey, G-Man, listen, ain't nothing wrong with coming in second place, except they don't get a Freezy award.
Freezy.
So like, if you
G-Man, second place is respectable.
You know what? I want you to
not for me. Not for me, but for you.
No, listen. I want you to feel that way when I got the trophy in my hand and the belt around my waist. I want you to remember those words you just said. I want you to remember that. That's all.
I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna remember.
That's all.
I'm gonna remember.
Look, gauntlet thrown down. Bam.
I just don't want nobody I don't want you copping no pleas and backtracking and everybody backpedaling all of a sudden.
No. Look, this is first and fair competition. This is what I love. You get judged on the merit of your performance and what you bring to the table.
By the people.
Not by us. Not by the Blorangetears family, by the people. So when the people speak, hey, once it's done, it's done.
Right.
So
where did people go to sign up for the Blorangetears Debate League?
It's on the community tab, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for the people that's coming.
So full details. So full details is this. So we have a community tab post open for the Blorangetears Debate League, right? I'm gonna go to it right now and get the link for it and put it in the chat.
While he's doing that, I need for everybody to go ahead and like and subscribe. hit that notification bell so you know when all these things go on, and all this thing, all these things that we're talking about right now, you're privy to. Your voice will be heard, and you're a part of the Blorange family. So go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Pull up.
And also, it is open to the public, right, Uncle Freezy? As far as it doesn't necessarily have to be anybody that's just a regulars on the panel. It could be anybody in the chat.
No, the only stipulation is Knicks fans.
Yeah,
like come up on here with some Hawks nonsense, like you might get dealt with.
Right,
and not asking for me.
And so we doing. So you know, I'm doing vetting. I'm doing vetting before that, and then plus I'm asking everybody that enters the league to pay $3. And it's not because it goes to the award. It goes because what happens is people sign up, and then they don't show up.
Right.
And then people win by forfeit, and then you get a fake paper champ because they only won twice and then had 11 debates and they got 9 forfeits. And they feel like they're the legit champ versus somebody who went 8-4, got more losses to them, but got more wins in real competition. And now you got this weird thing. Well, you got more real wins, paper wins, but this person got more battle wins. And see, it's whack like that. So I'm asking people, you know what I'm saying? I'm asking people to chip in like $3. And so it's enough. It's not really that much money. But I'm asking them to do it so they can have a vested interest, so they'll show up when it comes time to.
Cats never played at the ballpark. Cats never played at the court for money.
Right,
like you have to throw in your 5. You throw in your 5. Everybody and the people at the end win the pool. Like that's what it is.
Right, that's what it is.
That's how we get down. That's how we get down.
Because what happened? Because people were signing up left and right, and then when it came time to debate,
they would show up.
They like, yo, I'm at Shoney's. Bro, you told me
I'm at Shoney's. I'm at Shoney's.
Yo, you getting a grandma breakfast? You get a grandma breakfast in a debate being done started?
Hold up.
Is this still a Shoney's?
I am not gonna let you gloss over the fact, Chief. He just said that somebody called in and said there was that big boy Shoney's. For real?
And I believe him.
I do too.
G-Man, you know where I be at Saturday nights? The same place I am right now.
No doubt.
Right? You know where I'm at. I'm not running from it. I want. Do you know what's going to happen to Blorangetears when I crown a Blorangetears Debate League champion? You know what that's going to do for the profile of the channel?
Man, look at here.
It's going to rise it. No matter who the champion is, I win. I win. We all win. All of us have a vested interest. We are all going to win once we get a champion. So I don't care who the champion is. Just show up and be a worthy champion. Don't be no champion.
A champion,
bro. We don't need no champions.
That. No
we don't
champions.
need no champions, bro. No,
I like that. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it is. And sometimes people take my aggression. They're like, yo, Uncle Freezy, man, you too aggressive, blah, blah, blah. I can't help it, bro. That's how I am.
Hey, you're raised like that. You
right.
know
That's how I am. We want aggression and vigor. You know, that's what we want. Yeah, you know, if it's
facts,
if you want the library style Knicks channel, you know
what I'm
saying? This might not be it.
This probably not the place.
Yeah,
it's probably not the place.
But if you got that,
thing as a library style Knicks channel.
This not it. This not it.
Well,
this is not it.
I will.
Not taking no shots at no other channels.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're not. No, I'm saying name one channel that you've been on where it was like, it's nice. Oh, the atmosphere is cool.
None of them. Look,
everybody's passionate. Everybody.
I ain't gonna say that because
everybody got that energy. I've never been on one. Never been on one that didn't have that energy.
I ain't gonna say I ain't never saw one. I know some, and I know they talk to me in DMs. I know them. You know what I'm saying? Cats ain't bringing. Cats call this the Jerry Springer channel.
What?
Yeah, Cats.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
To say what? I like that though.
Yeah,
I like that because Jerry Springer was on for like 18 years and got views.
Right. And so I ain't gonna call channels out by name, man. They do their thing, they do them, and I wish them much success.
Right.
But they are out there. You know what I'm saying? So no shade to nobody else, and I hope Knicks fans they get their fill of whichever they want, because on some days they're gonna want some days they're gonna want the library.
Yep.
Some days they're gonna want the back alley.
No doubt. No doubt.
So,
Life is about options.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right.
Yeah. So I ain't gonna throw no shade at nobody, man, because everybody putting in work. But the thing is, though, we're gonna try to get the Blorange Debate League jumping up soon. I need to get this belt out of here, right? I need to get it out of here. You know what I'm saying? I love having it, but it ain't mine.
You can go ahead and put that in the same package as my award.
No. You can put it in the same package.
Nobody asked for your comments, bro. Nobody asked. Nobody asked.
The great thing about living in America, I don't have to wait for people to ask. But go ahead and send that to Tampa. Go ahead
and so the only thing that's gonna happen though is once the winner
send it to Tampa for cleaning until send it to New York.
Right. So and here's the thing too. Once the winner is crowned on the channel, I'm taking it and getting their YouTube name, their YouTube handle inscribed on the belt.
Oh man.
Right? Yeah, I'm getting their name put on the belt.
I hope. Right? Listen. Hold on,
and then I'm sending it to them.
I hope you don't have to pay. I hope you don't have to pay by the letter because they got a long name. My name is long.
Either I use them $3. That's what the $3 are coming in handy at.
Facts.
That's what the $3 are coming in handy. So we'll do it. We'll do it that way.
But I don't think that's going to be a problem for G-Man anyway. So you know.
Here we go. Boy, look at this.
And so I got some secret ringers that'll be back in the league. Right. And so Tony Crow will probably want to have some say. Chuck B feel like the belt is his.
Right.
Right. Sports Vibes TV. Yeah,
Chuck coming back.
Hey, don't be scared, bro. Don't get scared, man. I'm just saying.
Who's scared? Chuck is my man's in them.
Yeah. So we having. I'm looking to have a lot of people back. And then what we'll do probably like on one of these shows, we'll do an announcement of all the contestants.
Right.
But no jumping in ain't no jumping in mid season.
Right. Absolutely.
You have to wait till season 2. But in terms of season 1, the championship belt for season 1, that's the joint right there. You know what I'm saying? Season 2, the season 2 belt will probably be gaudier. You know what I'm saying? I did see the spinner belt for season 2. I'm thinking about doing the spinner belt for season 2 with the Blorange tier in the middle that spin around or whatever.
Ooh, that's hard.
That'll be tight. That'll be tight.
But in terms of this year's Blorange Tears Debate League, I want to get it done as soon as possible, man. We'll put a list together. We'll put the format together. We'll do a show, introducing it, and then we're gonna rock from there.
Gotcha. Sounds like
the Freezy Awards. We definitely gonna do that. The Freezy Awards, bro. If you've seen this award, bro, I had it sitting on the kitchen table with the ceiling fan, all that stuff over the whatever the thing you call from the ceiling on it, bro. That thing looked like, bro, it's official.
You should make it a black tie event.
Hey man, we should.
We should make it a black. I'm with it. I'm with it.
That should be a black tie event for sure.
But what I gotta do though, I gotta find a Blorange Tears family member to be the executive producer of it, to put it together, because I don't have time to do the Freezy Awards. I've been trying to do this since February, and it's August. So clearly,
I volunteer for that one.
So we're gonna have to put a pen, because G-Man already said. So we probably have to put a panel together for it.
Oh well, I work with G-Man. I work with G-Man. But the only thing is, like, I don't want people to feel like when I walk away with the awards, it's because I was working on the joint. I feel like that might be unfair.
Because we're doing full transparency.
Yeah,
it's full transparency. So people will see the tallies. The voting, it will be on the community tab. So there will be no.
Because I want my win to be clean. I want it clean.
And look, mine as well. So when I hoist the Freezy tier, the Blorange tier, that people know that it's legit, right? It's not something. Exactly.
You don't be hoisting your tier, you mean?
Yeah, my tier. My Blorange tier. My Blorange tier will be legit. So I'm telling you right now, every time you see me, it's gonna be sitting right here.
Talking about the Freezy Award? Yeah.
The Freezy Award, it's gonna be sitting right here. Every time you see me. Look, like my boy Trey on Brown Sugar says, when he was in at BLS trying to get his joint played, he's like,
I can't wait to take my Kobe picture.
Right.
I got my jacket ready, everything.
There's good times right here, boy. Look, and I'm taking my picture with my Obi Toppin jersey on. I'm just saying. I'm gonna tell you how it's coming.
Obi better take his picture with Obi.
Right. And so
that's facts.
And I'll tell you what. So I'll end this live stream right here, man. At this point right here, since we, but what I'll do is tomorrow I'll send y'all a group email, like titled the Freezy Awards, and it'll have the Blorange family on it. And what we'll do is we'll communicate that way to kind of get the ball rolling on it. And
holla at me on Twitter, man, at Free Keith. Like, I'm gonna put you on to our years long Knicks thread.
Yeah, it's 6 years, 6 years, right?
Yeah, 6 years now.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Hey, do this for me right quick. Duke and Keith, if you could put your number in the chat, in the private chat, I can add you to the community chat I just started for the Blorange Tears family. I want to get you guys included.
Yeah.
Right, no doubt. And for everybody watching, thank y'all for watching. We tried something new with Twitch. I don't know how it went over. So thank you for the Twitch audience that's tuned in and plugged in with the Blorange Tears family. It's something new to kind of get used to. You'll get used to us the more that you watch us. We try to do the best we can to provide quality Knicks content, quality entertainment and education for everybody, sports fans around the world, just not for Knicks fans, but NBA fans also. I'm your man, Uncle Freezy. Thank you, Hadouken. Thank you, Free Keith. Thank you, G-Man for Life. Thank you, Delno Still. Thank you, CT. Thank you, Cully. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Of course, we got the best mods in the game. We got the best mods in the game. Thank you to the mods. Shout out to the mods. We're going to be trying to update the online mall probably in about a week or so. So keep a lookout for that. I want to put some BIM shirts in the online mall so that y'all can, so y'all can check for that. Again, it's your man, Uncle Freezy. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.